with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. It's not in burp and leaning ban, it matters not if battery fun is shy or scant to see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over it and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 16th of July 2023. You might hear my dog barking in the background. They're not a guest on today's show, but the person that's a guest today is on the call with me right now. It is Agent Proper, so welcome to the Bingo, Agent Proper.
Hey King Jad, how's it going, man? Thanks for having me on.
No problem, thanks for being here. Sorry for the delay, everyone. You know, it's just a bit hectic right now, you know, things are all over the place. And yeah, as my dog can testify to as well, he's not happy either, you know, it's been a bit all over the place here. So delayed start, and Phil is ready to start anytime now because of the intro. This is like the end of his intro. So we're literally ready to just go straight into DSP and his nonsensical rambling. I should get 1.25 speed prepared as well. Before we do anything else, of course, let's spin the wheel and determine today's bingo card. And it's going to land on arm flail.
We might get one of those. We might get mad about the trolls ruining last night.
Jesus, man, I couldn't believe, like, you know, catching up on that this morning. When I woke up this morning, seeing what he did during Saturday was just insane. Proper, give me a number between 1 and 200.
69, dude.
Of course, who are you, fucking prophet?
Yeah. Well, close enough. People keep calling me him, so I might as well give you the prophet treatment.
I did it one time as well, and it was very embarrassing, and I was apologetic about it. But at the same time, you know, you're both perverted, you know what I mean, in that regard. So yeah, it's a couple of similar traits there, you know. So there we go.
I mean, that old man alt kept confusing us, so I get it.
Did he? Jesus, that's terrible, man. He stole your sunglasses, by the way. I'm convinced of that. I went and tuned into WPIG earlier on, and he's just trying to completely steal your look within the shades, you know.
Hey, there's no problems. It's fine. Copy it if you need to. I just do it to hide the redness of my eyes.
Well, it's meant to be a sincerest form of flattery, isn't it? Imitation. So there you go. Anyway, we'll just save the card right now. Fantastic stuff. So that's a card saved. I can close that. I've got this ready to go. Stream's there, and I've got the authors on standby as well. Should we need it for Phil's toxicity today to try and detox in Camden? And
fun fact. The power level, I actually proposed to Mrs. Proper at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Oh my! And I assume she said yes since you called her the Mrs. Proper.
Well, yeah, she said yes.
That's good. That's good. It's always nice when they say yes, isn't it? Yeah, it's always good. That's fantastic. Yeah. So there we go. So this actually has
look at that.
This actually has a little bit of meaning to you then, not the specific area maybe, but the whole park itself, you know, I imagine special meaning to you, so you proposed there.
Oh yeah, it's a great place to go if you ever get the chance. Go to one of the best marine labs out there. Like, no joke, they're one of the best.
Am I right in saying Monterey Bay is like California, kinda? Is it that area?
Yeah.
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 Well, I say
it's south
area.
of San Francisco.
Okay, I say area as in California. It's a fucking small thing. It's a giant fucking state, and I'm fucking treating it like a wee small thing. But yeah, I got the state right anyway, so that's good. So it's in California. Cool things. So yeah, you got Otis on standby, and Phil's ready to stand by as well. But Of course, before we even begin the bingo and all that jazz, I'll go through the ways we can get some free spaces for the card. Of course, Phil, if he snorts 20 times or burps 10 times before I start recording for game... No, it's no gameplay this time, it's fucking him recording his React crap. Exactly, yeah. But if he does the 10
I don't need a Medal of Grandeur.
yeah. Jesus, man. Well, I've got my... I mean, I've earned reacting. I'll say I've got it in the bottom corner of the stream there. My purple snort from the Sectacron stream from reacting to all that jazz. You know, it's a hard going to endure the React crap. But of course, if Phil, before he starts recording for that, snorts 20 times or burps 10 times, it's a free space. If he gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his audience before he also starts recording for that, also a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very bingo stream before we finish bingo, not only is it a free space, but we also get to see the amazing bubbles animation that Pixar Animations so very kindly made for us all. And yeah, I think with all that being said, we're just about good to go. You got anything you want to cover before we start today's bingo?
I think we're ready. We got some skip juice ready to go.
Yep, so at time go. Fantastic stuff. In that case, let's just get right into the bingo then. Good luck, everyone. Always remember, you can have, people have a chance of winning. If you get a full house in the bingo, you have a chance of winning some money for actually fucking, just because I'm dumb on that. But you have got to make sure, though, that you've actually left a comment on a community post which is linked to the description of the live stream. So if you've not left a comment on that community post, then you're not in with a chance of winning some money if we get a full house. So I just remind you to get that once again. So there we go. With all that being said, of course, let's get into the bingo. Good luck, everyone. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show.
What the fuck are those sunglasses?
Dude, he's doing it again. He must be hungover again.
He's like some discount fucking blind guy or something. It's like, what the fuck? I was going to say Stevie Wonder, but he's also black. But yeah, what the fuck?
Magnum gout eye.
Magnum guy. What the hell, man? Jesus Christ. Okay. I was not expecting this look, but okay, there you go.
Agent
I
Scat.
hope you're all doing well and enjoying the weekend like I am. This is the Level 1 podcast. We're busy. We're very busy. It's the summer, and in the summertime, we party and we chill and we have a good time together here on DSP Gaming. I hope you guys have been enjoying the chill summer vibes recently. I certainly have, and I hope that you guys are ready. Today is a special day because today is all about you, the viewer.
Everyone.
That's right.
Nice.
All of today's activities and festivities and streaming are based around you. Today is Sunday, the 16th of July, 2023. Of course, I'm Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the show. Today will be interesting, although we're kind of jumping around a bit because of the content today. Starting off here on DSP Gaming with the Level 1 podcast, moving over to my sister React channel, DSP Reacts, for my weekly show, DSP versus the Internet, where I watch clips that the channel members over there have submitted for me to react to. And then later tonight on the late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time here on DSP Gaming again, it's Community Night in Street Fighter 6, where I open a lobby and you guys join it and we face off against each other. Have some nice casual play online multiplayer to level up our characters, to have some good times. We tried this back on Wednesday night. It was really successful. There was more than enough people for this to work. And people were actually upset because a lot of people wanted to get in and couldn't get in and said, will you do it again? I said, yeah, I'll do it again next week. So we're doing it tonight. So that's what I mean. Today is literally all about the viewer. It's all about the interaction with you guys. Your clips, your gameplay against me in Street Fighter. It's a good time, right? A little bit different than just kind of sitting around
for interactive?
just playing games and doing playthroughs, which is good. The variety is good. It's good to have variety every once in a while, and I like breaking stuff up. Speaking of variety, we're going to talk about yesterday, because yesterday there was no Street Fighter 6. We
don't want to talk about yesterday.
16.
But yeah, please, Phil, discussing yesterday with Phil more detail. Discussing yesterday how the fucking detractors are somehow fucking convincing your fans to not give you any money whatsoever.
He's used this out for so long. It's always been, the trolls they hijacked my poll, and that's why I had to play this game, and it ruined it. And then he could use it to manipulate and change the game that he's playing. He's done this kind of weird shit before, so this is nothing new to us. He's got to blame somebody. He can't blame the hot new game.
He's out of his goddamn tiny mind, I swear to fuck.
Dude, he couldn't even get through the first door in that game. He couldn't interact with the door.
Oops, I forgot to take off snort. Somehow I forgot to take off snort even though I snorted, so there you go.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Yeah. I do hope, by the way, guys, if I miss anything in the card, please let me know in the chat. I don't try and miss things in the card. I just do sometimes because I'm a stupid bastard. It is what it is. And nothing I can do. Bugged bingo mechanics and all that jazz. So please, by all means, tag me in the chat in case I miss things on it.
The premiere of Amnesia the Bunker, I'd like to talk about both, simply because In the one case, one game is continuing on pretty much exactly like I thought would happen. And in the other case, I was surprised. Let's just put it that way. I think that maybe I've been a little bit tricked, to be honest. And I'll talk with you about that.
He's been tricked. How? How in the goddamn hell has he been tricked? Because if you go to DSP Gaming here, and you check out that poll we had in his community post here, where's the poll? Did he delete the poll? Or is it...
I don't know. Maybe it's under like a members only thing.
It wasn't before.
Okay.
He might have deleted the poll. Oh my god.
But still, what a joke. Like,
oh wait. There it is. 4 days ago.
Oh, there it is.
So I remember when I put this before, I randomly put the audience, my detractor chat wanted me to pick this because they thought it would have been the one which would guarantee the most salt. Look at Amnesia, almost 40% of how many votes? What, over 1,000? Are you telling us 400 detractors clicked on Amnesia just to fuck with Phil? Is that what Phil's trying to tell us?
Yeah.
I know people have sock accounts, but okay.
Money. Yeah. Money.
Thank you very much to Paul J. Battle Jr. for the super chat. It says, at King and at Agent, let's talk about this shirt. Yeah, what the hell is this shirt? Let's get a closer look at it, shall we? Let's go.
Yeah, let's get in there on that. What are those, shark fins?
It may be whales.
They're like, are they little sharks or little whales? I can't tell. They look like little orcas, okay?
Yeah, it's like maybe subliminal messaging, maybe kind of towards the audience, you know,
right.
Without him having to fucking say. It's a real call, you know, just kind of he's fleshing out the shirt, you know.
So he just wears this shirt now?
Brian in chat thinks it could be a pajama shirt. It might be kind of strange. I don't think it is. Surely not, because I think we can kind of see just about his sleeves, just the sleeves. I don't know. It's hard to fucking tell. But yeah, him wearing these kind of sunglasses. Why is he wearing sunglasses? He's not even got $50 yet.
I think he's going for the creepy uncle look.
I mean, he's creepy in general, anyways. It is, you know what I mean? It's like he pulls it off flawlessly. Pam Solo says new big shirt. It might very well be. To me, the original is the best. Him just wearing a black plain t-shirt. That is the big shirt.
Oh yeah, basic black begging.
Exactly. If you know, you know. But that was a custom, you know, outfit for Phil begging back in the day. The fucking black shirt was on, so he'd be preparing bad news for his audience in terms of them having to lose more money for his needs.
I've been a little bit tricked, to be honest, and I'll talk with you about that. I would like to get your opinions here on the show today as we begin with the podcast. Obviously, you guys are here live, and you can give me your live feedback on the game and go from there. We'll talk all about it, all right? So, anyway, guys, I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekends. I don't know what you're up to, if you're watching this stuff, if you're chilling, you know, here in the summer. It is very hot here in Washington State. We have high temperatures of like mid-80s to 90. Yesterday it was 90 degrees, and we needed to have all of the air conditioners full-time pumping here in the home just to keep it a reasonable temperature, and even then the house was almost 80 degrees. You know what you can do about that. Today it's a little bit on the cooler side, which is good. So with some clouds and stuff outside, hopefully we'll be able to keep the temps down. That'd be nice. But I hope that you guys are ready for a nice, relaxing, interactive day, okay? Now, I guess what we should do, let's start with yesterday. Let's recap what happened, and I want to talk a little bit about last night's stream in particular to get your feedback on it, because absolutely, I love your feedback. I cherish it. Yeah. I want to know what you thought. I want to know what's going on. And then we'll talk about the schedule for the rest of the week, okay?
You only like feedback as long as it fucking, you know, goes with your fucking opinion. Anyone that fucking has a contrary fucking opinion and is too fucking harsh with their fucking truth to you, they're fucking leaned at the goddamn chat.
Yeah, they're fucking wrong. Duh.
It's just, without goddamn fail, you've got to fucking phrase it in such a fucking, with kiddy gloves to make sure you don't fucking offend him and his wee little feelings.
Oh, you can't hurt the pig roach's fifis, or else you get limbed. You just get limbed right then and there.
Yeah, fucking yell on his foot for his mom, I mean his wife. Cat! They're being mean to me again!
So, as you guys know, since the beginning of June, all right,
it's hitting 42C here today
for about a month and a half.
42C, it is currently apparently it's 16 degrees Celsius in exotic Scotland. But even then, for us, that's kind of warm. You know,
yeah. I
mean, that's okay. It's like t-shirt weather. It's not, oh my god, my balls are fucking sweating weather. But it's nice. It's comfortable weather for us.
No, but it's 109 Fahrenheit. It's gonna it's gonna suck. But still, his temperature complaints are fucking terrible.
Yeah, but by the way, shout out to people that are having endurance. I know America, some parts of America, I read in the news the other day, they are experiencing parts of heat wave in some places. Also, in some places in Europe itself, Italy, for example, like hitting almost 49 degrees they might hit in Sardinia is fucking mental.
Yeah. It's hot. Just stay inside, stay cool, drink some water.
Man. So yeah, all the best. If you guys are struggling with this kind of thing, if you're in those areas, all the best to you for trying your best to keep cool and keep safe and all that shit, because that sounds horrendous.
There was Street Fighter 6, there was Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, there was Diablo 4, and then there was Final Fantasy 16 when it came out around the middle of June. And those were the 4 games that we played literally like a month to a month and a half straight, right? And I started getting complaints. Phil, I thought you were a variety streamer. Why are you playing 3 RPGs and Street Fighter? It's too much Street Fighter, it's too much RPG, we want variety. And I explained to everyone, well, I invested in those games, and so because I invested in them, I got to play them. We're going to play through them. Because of a lot of the complaints, there was considerations that were made. For example, in the case of Diablo 4, I actually stopped doing side content and just played through the story to get through it so we can move on. In the case of Zelda, I decided that I was going to do the main dungeons and the geoglyph memories, and anything else that seemed essential for the end of the game, and then just beat it. And I wasn't going to do too much exploration. Instead, we were going to try to just get through it and move on to new stuff. There were so many complaints. So I'm like, all right, that's what we're going to do. And for the most part, I'll be honest, I don't think that really
for that?
What was that?
He blames the games for all the bloat, right? That's his new word. It's bloat.
He blames...
Why does he blame the game and the developer for his choice and experience?
Well, it was the game developer's fault for fucking conspiring to fucking bring all these games close together, all these RPGs, all these hot new releases. Oh, Zelda, big hot new release. Oh, Final Fantasy, big hot new release. Oh, whatever the fuck the other game was, big hot new release. What was the other game? The other RPG in that list? Diablo.
Diablo.
Yeah, big hot new release. He's like, oh, these fucking game developers are fucking conspired against him. You know what I mean? And Phil's got to play all these fucking games now all together and all in one go. And they really should have known better. They should have fucking staggered their fucking releases to fucking keep them separate. Because heaven fucking forbid the games try and compete with one another to try and fucking outdo each other in sale numbers. It's ridiculous. It's so mind-numbingly stupid for Phil to fucking think, why aren't these fucking game developers catering to him and his needs? It's not generally how business fucking works. These games take years to fucking develop, and they want them to fucking also they want to be ready as soon as fucking possible. To fucking get all that hard work. They want them to to reward their audience for waiting that fucking long for these much hyped games, and they hope to fucking give their audience the game that they deserve. Not sure, a lot of work goes into these games, and that's a case of Phil just thinks it's a lot of easy shit going into these games, and there's not much effort whatsoever. He has no clue, no concept of how much time is invested into the manufacturing of these fucking games from start to finish. And there's 3 of them at once, roughly, that's just the rubber of the green, that's just the way it goes. But Phil is blaming these game developers for fucking releasing all at the same time, roughly. As if they're fucking out to get him. But, he's always fucking paranoid though, let's be real. Last night proved that.
Crazy. Oh, last night was amazing. We might have to watch that clip one of these times.
I know. I'm going to wait for Phil to talk about it. He says he wants to talk about it some more. Let's have Phil go over it again, and then we can discuss our own thoughts about it.
That's not
this much. The Diablo stuff, if I continue with the post-game stuff, like this capstone dungeon or the season coming up, is going to be more of the same, right? It really is. I know it's going to be more of the same. It's not like the game's going to change or be groundbreakingly different if I continue to play it. That's just the nature of that game. It's the gameplay loop that's addicting, and a lot of people like it. But for a streaming audience, especially one that's not 100% this kind of PC game, you're only going to get so far with that kind of game. All right? With Zelda, I was destined to fail no matter what, because with Nintendo fans...
It's a child's game, so how?
You're never really going to win unless you're playing exactly the way that they want it, which I didn't, obviously.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That's not why you're getting so much fucking stick and, humiliation online. No, you were doing a bunch of dumb shit.
He missed a lot of stuff. He skipped the majority of the game just to speedrun it and get it out of the way because he was tired of being laughed at on TikTok for it.
Yeah, the first time that he went viral on TikTok was because of the fucking lightning shit.
Yeah, the 30 million views.
And his reaction to it and all that jazz, and he was mocked for it. And he's like, oh, TikTok are bullying me, wow.
That's why he signed off with the kiss my ass line.
But
he skipped so much of it. Like, he didn't even fight Gloom Hands. Like, he ran away from him every single time. He didn't fight a Phantom Ganon. He didn't fight a bunch of stuff.
That's what I'm saying, though. Phil's reaction to the kind of okay, getting made fun of, it happens to everyone in some capacity, you know what I mean? Phil could have,
Oh yeah, if you
he could have just ran with it and said, okay, I can't believe I hit the lightning, it is what it is, my bad, move on. If Phil had reacted the right way, he would not have brought on that kind of ridicule and humiliation for himself. It's just his reaction to these kind of things always is his own undoing. He makes things worse with how he reacts, essentially.
yeah, now he's gonna put Zelda on both of those stupid end of the year lists, and he's gonna be like, oh, it's 5. It's gonna be 5 on both lists because that's what he does.
That's a good shout, could be right.
So anyway, we got through a bunch of games, which is good, right? And basically, as of late last week, we were left with Street Fighter 6 in all its different iterations. So not only just the online multiplayer ranked, but also the World Tour mode, which is fun because it's a single player mode.
Nobody cares about World Tour mode, Phil. Your audience doesn't give a shit about World Tour mode. Clearly, it's not entertaining to fucking watch you steamroll AI in World Tour mode. It has not got a lot of interest. Let's be real here.
Nah.
It's nothing like the online.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, online, even fucking online lobbies with fans is definitely far preferred than him just fucking doing single player shit. It's just one of those things. And he finds
He could just do single player videos and leave them out as just separate content, on demand content.
possible. Yeah, it's a possibility.
Multiplayer
It's too
ranked,
much work though.
Oh, of course, definitely, yeah.
but also the World Tour mode, which is fun because it's a single player mode that is nothing like the online play of the game. It's kind of like playing the Yakuza series where you're wandering through an open world, fighting random enemies, doing boss fights, leveling your character up, getting new abilities, and there's some silly plot involved too. So actually, it's kind of interesting because the first time they've ever attempted anything like that in Street Fighter, we went back to that. And then we had our first ever community night the other night, all right? And that was fun. Although admittedly, the first night was a little rough because I didn't exactly know how people could join and I didn't know how to help people to find it. And you're going to have those issues when you're just starting up something new. But now, we're actually doing something a little different. Now we're going to do it tonight, and we actually got some of the bugs worked out, I feel. It'll probably be a little bit better tonight, I think, which is a good thing. It's going to get better the more we do it. And by the way, we even decided we're going to have separate community nights. Tonight is going to be casual night. People come in, play whoever you want. I'll be playing a variety of characters that I'm
Another casual night?
Is Jake going to get to play?
Only if Phil invites him, I guess.
not great with. It's good to kind of level up, get some gameplay against random people. You never know what you're going to face, but also you're going to kind of, use characters you're not great with and level them up, right? We are going to do other nights that are going to be more serious. I'm going to call it DSP versus the world. And what those are going to be is I'm going to try my absolute best with my best characters, which would probably at this point be like Blanca, maybe Luke, and maybe, I don't know, who's my third best character? I don't even know. Maybe
Zangief, I guess.
Zangief, maybe Lily, I don't know. But I would try to basically play as hard as I could and win every match as best as I could without messing around, try to play super serious. We're not doing that tonight. That's not tonight. That's going to be later on, probably next week. We'll do a lobby like that and test that out and see how that goes, okay? So, this is cool because all this new content now being generated because we finished Zelda and we finished Diablo, right? But you guys have said to me that you really truly want something new, a new game in the mix. And I was like, well, what we could do is we can bring back Elden Ring, which has been on hiatus for 2 months. We were doing the
not a new game. Not a new game. Fans saying we want a new game. Here's a game from last year then.
And it's another fucking RPG.
Exactly.
What pay piggy is lined up, open wallet, ready to go to slip fill the card the moment he turns on a second run?
A return of the email, anyone?
Right? Who else is gonna be there?
Fuck those.
This magic run, it was fun. It was different from the first run. We were making great progress. I mean, my God, I just beat the Lich Dragon. What's his name? Sacrifice or whatever his name is. We nuked him with a giant energy beam. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. How awesome that was. And I wonder, what can you do more like that in the game as we continue on? Probably could. You probably could nuke bosses, right? So I'm like, this is cool. Well, continue on. But then we put it on hold for all these new releases that had come out since May. Okay, so we could bring that back. But it seemed like where people were like, nah, we would prefer if you do something new or different. All right. And so I announced, hey, why don't we try Amnesia: The Bunker? This is a game that was a horror game. It's Amnesia, of course, and you guys know what the formula of Amnesia is. In Amnesia, you don't fight the enemy. The enemy is always kind of a constant threat coming after you, and it's your job to avoid the enemy as best you can while surviving, solving puzzles, being stealthy, staying out of the light, etc., so that this enemy cannot kill you. So we kind of knew what we were getting into with this game, right? And people were like, yeah, we'd like to see you do it. Survival horror. It's different than everything you've been playing. Would you do something like that, right? And I was like, I'm down for that. We'll try it out, okay? And so let's now get to yesterday. Yesterday was a variety day, no Street Fighter, and instead we had Final Fantasy 16 on the first stream, and we had Amnesia: The Bunker on the late stream.
He was falling asleep on that day stream. It was 2 PM in the afternoon for Phil Burnell, and he was legitimately nodding off. It was unreal. You had Give More Blood fucking. I'll check. I was in Give More Blood stream at times just to enjoy his robust content and coverage of it. And Phil was literally falling asleep.
Yeah, what is this? You snoozer? Like,
It's
I
2
thought that's why he
p.m.
took that game. I thought that's why he took Final Fantasy off of Night Stream, was because it was going to make him fall asleep to the long, lengthy cutscenes he hates so much.
I still understand it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. He's only been awake for like 3 hours at that point in time or something, and he was literally nodding off.
Final Fantasy 16 yesterday, I would argue went as well as it's basically going to go. I don't honestly expect much more from the game from what we've seen up to this point. Now I'm 23 hours into it, and
Warren,
those who know the game, who played it, are saying you're a little over halfway through now. You probably got about another 20 hours to go to beat the story. So I'm like, fair enough. That's good. And if I'm playing it twice a week, 3 hours, and I'm doing like 6 hours of gameplay of this game a week, it probably means that I'll beat it probably early August. I'm down for that. That sounds good to me. Pacing wise, it won't take too long to beat. We'll balance it with other things. So, what happened yesterday? Well, we started out in a really exciting story mission. We finished the story mission, and then the game went right back to boredom. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. I wish I were. You beat this exciting story mission. You go back to your base. Oh, could you do busy work for an hour and a half? No, the game actually said it. The game was like, oh, a new character has arrived, but need you to do busy work for an hour and a half. And your character's even shocked. They're like, why do I have to do this? And they're like, well, you're the only one who will do it because you're the player character. Oh, okay. So literally, you go and do busy work for 90 minutes. It's insanely boring. Why the fuck did they put that in there? You're at a good pace, good plot is going, everything's exciting. Let's slow this sucker down a bit for 90 more minutes to bore you. It even said it, like the dialogue said it. And I was like, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. So we were bored for 90 minutes. No exaggeration. I know I hammed it up a bit, but I was falling asleep. I was like, dude, this is so boring. Then what happens? We get to the exciting part again. You're going to a base, you're fighting enemies, you're storming a castle, and it seems like it's building up to a big boss fight. And then what happened? We ran out of time. So again, another 3-hour stream of Final Fantasy 16, right? First half an hour was good, had a good time. 90 minutes of incredible boredom, and then about 45 minutes of greatness that were interrupted because we ran out of time. Like, how about you cut the fucking 90 minutes out? Like, literally, this game, I feel like this game could be a 30-hour perfection game. But instead, they made it a 40 to 60-hour super bloated boredom game with awful dialogue, filler content, and junk that doesn't need to be in it. Enough with these games that we have to say that every RPG we make is 80 hours long. It's enough of that bullshit. We've been saying it with every fucking game. Zelda, Diablo, this one. Enough. Just make a game that fucking is fun the entire time I play it. Stop wasting my time. I don't want to sit around with my audience and we're bored scratching each other's head. I was fucking around with this. I was pushing buttons on here. I was fucking with the light. I was like, oh, let's do this. Because they were gabbing. They wouldn't shut the fuck up in a cutscene. It was so boring. Oh, let's mess with the colors. Let's see what other colors we got here that we haven't used before. Oh, look at this version of blue. I've never even seen this one before. Maybe we'll use that in the future. I'm fucking around. And it's like 15 minutes later, I turn back like, is it finally done? Oh, they shut up. Now we can play. And I wish I could say it was just me. It's not. The audience is agreeing with me. There are people who really seem to like this game. And if you listen, if you really like long-windedness, if you really like overtly boring dialogue.
I mean, if they fucking tune into DSP Gaming, they must be a fan of long-windedness. Who else would tolerate fucking 90 minutes of rambling play streams?
Right?
Jesus Christ, man.
I don't know any other streamer who ever does shit like this. It's crazy. I expect Ethan Ralph to do this in like 1 year.
Oh, Christ, man. I just see a fucking picture of me on, man. He looks fucking hideous.
Ugh.
I can't help it. It's a subjective judgment, right? You might like it. I think it's boring as shit. I don't know why they couldn't just make it more interesting. There's something to be said about a movie versus a video game. Because when you're watching a movie, they've got to pace it well. They only have about 2 hours to tell a story. When you're watching a video game, I feel like they have no confines of limitation, so they can just put in as much nonsense as they want and put you right to fucking sleep. And I've had enough of it. I really have. I want a streamlined game that's fun. I don't want a game that has half the time I'm falling asleep because they fucking wanted to wedge in nonsense. And that's what all these games have been feeling like recently. Anyway, so, again, this is exactly what I'm expecting from Final Fantasy 16 moving forward. So I'm just going to be honest with you, all right? If you like that, you're okay with that. If you're okay with half a stream being actually really exciting and we're having a great time, and half the stream we're kind of dicking around and joking and just putting up with the boredom, then please attend the streams. If you're not okay with that and you're only looking for a game that's going to be absolutely great, I'm going to be honest with you, this probably isn't going to be it. I had more fun overall with Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 13 is unique because I feel like the first 15 hours were quite boring, and then when the game opened up, the second half of the game is like superb. I don't know why they did it like that. That was really stupid. But anyway, really, again, this is what the game is going to be, and I'm not giving up on the game. I'm really not. I'm not going to stop playing Final Fantasy 16. We're not retiring it. I'm not throwing in the towel. I bought it. We're more than halfway through. We're going to keep playing. All right, but I'm trying to temper your expectations for this game, because I really don't feel like at any point the game's going to turn around and amazingly drop our jaws and make us all be freaked out at how good it is. I think maybe in the end, maybe the last 10 hours will be like non-stop goodness. I don't know. That's what someone said yesterday. They're like, yeah, the last quarter of the game is one of the best like ending sequences of any game, and you're going to love it. And I'm like, well, why do we have to play 40 hours to get to it? You know? Anyway, that's what's going on with that. Again, still enjoying it. For the parts that are good, still gonna, you know, say and call out the bullshit when I'm bored. I'm going to be honest. I've always been like this. If you don't like that, you're in the wrong place. I've only been doing this for 15 years on YouTube, and it seems like some people still can't get the fact that I'm honest. And I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts, even though I'm going to try to be fair. I'm going to tell you when I'm having a good time, which I am. That's why I'm not dropping the game. But I'm going to be honest. The honest parts, you know, I don't like. A lot of people can't handle that. They just either want you to kiss the game's butt completely or hate the game entirely. Well, that's not reality in life. You know, you got this mix, right? So,
Okay, first of all, he said life, so that's a bingo, hooray.
Yeah. There you go.
Second of all, Phil Burnell seems to have a strange confusion between his opinions being opinions and him stating opinions as fucking stone cold facts. It's like
He thinks his legacy counts for something,
It doesn't
and the
mean
only thing
fuck
people
all,
know him by
yeah.
is jerking off.
exactly, that's his fucking most biggest claim to fame on the internet. He's the fucking guy. It's the guy that jerked off on cam in front of children. But he is trying to fucking put forward his opinions as being grounded in facts, when the simple truth of the matter is, it's nothing to do with that. Now, Phil's got a right to, we all have rights to an opinion, even Phil Burnell, but he's demanding respect from him, and he's demanding to be fucking held in a high standard and some kind of high regard compared to what, everyone else. Like, his audience's fucking opinions apparently don't have much weight, you know, against his, because he's been doing this for 15 years. So, and it's like, and what? Big deal. I mean, people have been fucking playing games longer than that, Phil. So you have some lifelong gamers in your audience. There's some lifelong gamers in my audience here as well. I've been fucking playing video games since I was like fucking 5 years old. I'm now in my fucking 30s. So I've got over 30 years of fucking experience playing video games, essentially.
Right.
Does that mean that so I have double the amount of experience playing games, essentially, compared to Phil Burnell, you know, because he's only been doing this professionally for 15 years. But he has admitted himself he missed out on a lot of prominent console, you know, stuff. When he was busy playing Street Fighter, he missed out the PS2 era. He missed out on
the entire PS2.
exactly, you know what I mean? And that was an amazing console. That was one of the greatest consoles of all time, in my opinion. And he completely missed out on that because he was busy trying his best to fucking try hard at Street Fighter in fucking arcades. And it's things like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, how much is his experience really worth? How much is his opinions on gaming? How much weight does it hold? And it's just, in a lot of his opinion, I mean, there's something to be said. There does seem to be a lot of cutscenes in Final Fantasy. But for people that are a fan of fucking series, I'm sure they would appreciate the fucking lore and story. They've been looking forward to the game for a long fucking time. So you'd think, yes, please, give me all this amazing storyline development, plot development. Let me learn more about it. Phil has no fucking interest, though, in learning about this kind of shit. He just wants to play the game. And essentially just fucking have a game play for him.
Paid.
And get paid, of course, yeah. Fucking that's the only reason he's in it in the first place. He's in it for the fucking payday.
So it's time to like come back to reality, I feel. Anyway, so that was Final Fantasy 16 yesterday, all right? And then last night, on the late stream, we had the premiere of Amnesia the Bunker. Now, I want to separate my comments about last night's stream into two halves. The game itself and the stream, all right? The game itself of Amnesia the Bunker, I feel is pretty good. It's pretty much on par with exactly what you would expect with an Amnesia game, with a little twist because in this case, you're stuck in this bunker. In 10 minutes, you're thrown into it. Like, you have a little intro segment, you're in the bunker after 10 minutes, and now it feels very, I would say, claustrophobic. Like, you're stuck down there, and there's no way out. Everywhere you go is another tunnel, another corridor, another, you know, part of this bunker. There's, you know, the whole point is to escape, but obviously you know it's going to be a long, arduous task to try to get to escape, even if you do, because you know these games have dark twists, so who knows if you'll even escape by the end of the game, or, you know, you're destined to be stuck down there forever. Who knows, right? But anyway, you know, gameplay-wise, it's interesting. We're 2 hours in, and you have, like, a little hub room where you save your game and you store items, and there's a generator that you're constantly putting fuel into to keep the power on. If the power goes off, it's dark as shit everywhere, in which case you're pretty boned. You want to be able to see, or else the monster's going to have free reign of the area. The first place, you know, we opened up a few different wings. Like, what you do is you solve a puzzle in order to turn, like, a crank, and it opens these locked doors. So now you have, like, kind of freedom to go in any direction you want, which is kind of neat. I was like, oh, you can go to the prison, you can go to communications, and then the other side, I think there was another wing you could have went to. I'm like, that's neat that you can kind of go anywhere you want, and I wonder if each area is isolated, has its own puzzles, or if they all link. I don't know yet, because we're still only 2 hours into the game. But anyway, we went to, We went to the communications wing. We were exploring. We ran into some really creepy, like, mutant rats that were eating a corpse. You get too close and they attack you. And we were trying to avoid this monster. And the monster is pretty neat. It's exactly what you would expect. It's a creepy-looking mutant that comes out of the walls. There's holes in the walls that can come out to at any moment. You can grab your leg and then it hurt you. You gotta heal and run away. You gotta try not to make noise. You gotta try not to make too much, light or whatever. In which case, it's neat. And we got to 2 hours into it, and I thought that the plot was getting interesting. We were reading some of the logs. Basically, everyone down there not only was being hunted by this monster, but they were having this crazy thing happen in their heads where they were all hallucinating kind of the same thing, which is weird. And I guess there's an underlying plot that the reason that they're there's like a Roman tunnel structure underneath the ground that they ran into that had glowing liquid. And they feel that tunnel structure led to something supernatural, and that's maybe where the creature came from, and they're not sure. So it's kind of interesting. I like the plot. So far, the plot's intriguing, and I want more. I want to know what else was really happening in this bunker, what is this Roman thing that they found. So I get the feeling that's going to be further into the game.
But, get to the fucking reasons why you hate the game now.
Exactly. Get to the good part, Piggy.
So gameplay elements-wise, everything, it's exactly what you would expect. You can't fight the monster. You're very weak. You have a gun, doesn't do anything. The gun is just to solve puzzles. You don't shoot anything with the gun that's going to hurt it. You're shooting locks, and you're doing things like that. So overall, so far, I'm enjoying the game. All right? That's my take on the game. Now I want to talk about last night's stream. And this is really where I need feedback from you guys, because as a streamer and as...
The sunglasses are off. He's in serious mode.
It's getting serious.
Content
That shit just got real.
Now I want to talk about last night's stream. And this is really where I need feedback from you guys, because as a streamer and as a content creator, I really rely on the feedback of my audience to figure out what it is I should be doing, how I should be going about it, right? And, what's meaningful to us and our time. And
there's another bingo right there. He said the word meaningful. That's a very strong start to the card. We're only 1, 2, 3,
it has been.
4, 5, 6. We're 9 away from a full out already, and we're still near the start, essentially. I actually think I'm going to speed up. I'm going to go 1.5.
Go ahead.
been asking you guys for a month, what do you want to see? And people said, do something new, do a different kind of game. Too many RPGs, too much Street Fighter, do something different. Okay, fine, I will, right? I'll do something different. So that's why we played Amnesia last night. Here's what I observed, all right? We start up with the game, and we got the usual attendance, I'd say between like 200 to 300 viewers, which is great, right? It's about the usual that we would get. Not anyone seems too crazy, although at the same time, there are some people who were excited and wanted to see, you know, what the game was going to be or whatever, all right? And basically, in the first hour, all right, we went from regulars, you know, people here who were regular, people like Jade, you know, I think Arkham was here last night, some moderators were here last night, regulars were commenting on the game, DC even came in and did a haiku about the game and everything. You know, I'm like, this is cool. We got our regulars here to enjoy the game, talk about it, and see what they like, right? And as this is going on, what becomes apparent is it's going to probably be a slow night, right? Because what I mean by slow is contributions, all right? I think in the first hour there was a...
What I mean by slow is basically what I mean by that is... Let's be honest with you. Can we take off what I mean by that is?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, what I mean by slow is... I mean, come on, it's pretty much it, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
The Phil say support. Hold on, oh, no, just to make sure that I'm saying the Phil say support.
To enjoy the game, talk about it, and see what they like, right? And as this is going on, what becomes apparent is it's going to probably be a slow night, right? Because what I mean by slow is contributions, all right? I think in the first hour there was a single tip. That was it, like a single $4 tip or something like that. Now here's the thing. It's not the end of the world when this happens. It's not. What happens is...
What happens is you fucking unrecord the fucking stream and you fucking go into a fucking big massive bigment thing. Guys, there's been no super chats whatsoever. It is working okay. If you go to hold
right?
on.
Is chat working? Is the money coming in?
Yeah,
did you tip me and it didn't show?
That actually fucking happened to them. Hold on, where's Raw? There's Raw right there, hold on.
Yeah, we might need to bring it up.
He had it timestamped.
Other game pack.
So he had timestamps, so there was a huge, 139, huge beg and guilt tripping happened right here.
There's almost 400 of you here. I'm pretty sure we hit 100 likes tonight. But outside of that, any support would be appreciated. Right now, I've gotten one tip in a whole hour, and that's it. Literally nothing else. No super chats, no memberships, no other tips, one singular tip. It'd be great if you could support tonight's stream. You've been asking me non-stop for variety. So I'm giving you variety. I'm giving you what you want tonight. It'd be great if you could support that, okay? All right, I'll be right back, and we'll continue.
At this point in time, on Phil's stream, he had almost 400 people. He had 385 people watching him, okay? Well, fast forward now to the next beg when he comes back.
Let's do that, and again, got about an hour left on the stream. Please support the stream. You guys.
It's still about 384, right? Another beg right there. So, let's just fast forward again, like 20 minutes. He has 400 people now.
Yeah. Money.
For a night stream.
Money. Yeah. Money.
By Like, I watched a Black Metro, somebody says he looks like a kid trying to wear his dad's clothes. How is he so fat yet somehow ghoulishly skinny? I've maintained the idea that he is actually like diabetic or something.
Pre-diabetic?
Kind of.
That's a possibility.
You know, people that lose weight on an
He's
unhealthy
grossed
way.
out.
You know, people that lose weight on an unhealthy and when they're not well and they lose weight, it fucking just hangs off them.
Well, it's his
know.
muscle mass that he's losing, and he's just a fat sack of crap.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it could be that anyway. But yeah, I could be it. So this was Phil making. He didn't even fucking unrecord or whatever. He wanted to make sure everyone was working and he's not missing contributions. So this is fucking fantastic. And keep in mind, Phil at this point in time has 400. So in the last like 20 minutes, so Phil's been floating on 380 people watching. Now he's at 400, and the stream's slow, and he's definitely getting more desperate.
Hopefully that's what we're supposed to be doing, and we just save, we'll save again. Right? Now, by the way, I just want to say this, and again, don't take offense, but if anyone contributed tonight and it didn't, and I'm not shouting it out or whatever, let me know. You know, it's insanely rare that I would have been streaming for 90 minutes and got one contribution. That never happens. So I don't know if it's just chance and a bad night, or if it's that people are having issues, but no one said a word to me. So I'm going to assume that everything is working, right? That everything's fine. But let me know if something's going wrong, because remember, this has happened before, and then all of a sudden someone will be like, well, why you're not doing...
Oh, would you look at that? It's fucking begging work, because that was his first super chat of the night right now. Ban anyone who makes fun of me. 2016 clip, ha 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 ha. Wings of PDF. Jesus Christ.
It's a wing style troll.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Any shout outs tonight or something? And I was like, well, what are you talking about?
So let's fast forward a bit more, shall we? Let's fast forward to well, we should go towards the end of the stream, right?
Yeah,
thanks for everyone who was here.
That's the good part.
His numbers didn't fucking fluctuate that fucking much. Even at the end of the fucking stream, he's at 395. So
that's because poor Phil is the best Phil. If he's not getting paid, you have the best Phil content out there.
So he starts off at 234. And he's at 301 viewers when he's starting the game. 362. It actually went up and up more and more throughout the fucking stream, which is what is normal for a lot of content creators.
And nobody restreamed him. Nobody. I think it's just raw.
He was accusing people of... He thought some restreamer was fucking sending all the trolls to his fucking chat. So this is how it
Thanks
ended.
for everyone who was here. For the very few people who supported, I think there were 2 tips, maybe 3, 1 membership, and 2 super chats all night. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it. All right? This was the least supported stream I have done all year. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's been a single stream where it's been this least supported, especially for the attendance. You know? Now, I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's the game, because people had told me they wanted something different. They wanted variety. They wanted... When I announced I was going to play this, some people were ecstatic. They were like, oh, you're going to do a horror game? This is cool, and we like Amnesia, right? So I have absolutely no idea. I was getting more support on the Zelda streams. I was getting more support on the Diablo streams. I got way more support on my Final Fantasy, and certainly the Street Fighter streams. I don't know what happened at this particular game. For some reason, it was the slowest night ever. I really have no clue. I'm not going to sit here and complain and whine about it all night.
Could have fucking filled me. It sounds like exactly what you're fucking doing right there, Phil. You even fucking whine more and do like crap about it later on. But yeah, Phil was not a very happy person whatsoever. He was not very happy chappy, and he had some strange conspiracy theories on the daily crap, such as he thinks a bunch of detractors sent their fucking trolls to his stream just to fucking annoy him and make people not give him money. Let's see if Phil...
Like we activated troll army or something?
Yeah, we fucking sent him en masse and fucking just intimidated, and his whole fucking chat was intimidated. So I've shown you there. Throughout the entire stream, Phil's numbers went up steadily and stayed at around 400 for a lot of that. That was organic, actually. This was strange organic fucking growth for him, for his fucking viewership. As the game went on, there was no restreamers covering last night apart from Dark Days Mirror and Raw DSP. And they don't fucking tell people what to fucking do. They just fucking cover Phil streams. So let's see what Phil's going to say about it again. Will he wreck on it, or will he double down?
When this happens, the trollish idiots out there now want to try to create a narrative, all right? And their narrative that they're determined to cause, because they're watching this on restreams, by the way, is let's make it that Phil had an awful night and had a breakdown, which did. This started about 10 years ago.
That's exactly what happened, right? I mean, He repeated his schedule in the
Yeah.
last like 2 minutes of the stream like 5 times to stall.
Oh
for
my
money.
god, Train saw
It was
the future.
amazing.
Train has seen the future, and he says it gets much worse. Let's
Oh,
go
God.
into it. Okay, so yeah, Phil, you actually had a meltdown. Let's fucking see. Let's see you double down to Phil meltdown mode then.
because they're watching this on restreams, by the way, is let's make it that Phil had an awful night and had a breakdown, which didn't ever happen. Okay, it didn't happen at all. But they're trying their best to create this narrative. So what do? They send in their fucking people from the restreams, and my viewership goes from around 250 viewers to
No. I've already proven this. We saw the fucking live numbers on Raw, Phil. It fucking went up. It started at 200 odds, and it fucking gradually went up of its own volition. And Phil didn't even fucking have a fucking bad word to say about the attendance or didn't beg hard much until the hour 43 mark of the stream. I mean, by that time, he was at 380 fucking viewers.
Yeah, and how are we supposed to send in these so-called, ops troops? Because he has the 24-hour.
I was fucking fast asleep.
Like, what? You think that people have just a bunch of socks loaded up, ready to come in and troll you?
Oh, the artistic supporter Nathan Smith has gifted memberships once again to DSP Gaming. Congratulations to the artistic Nathan Smith for continually wailing out members for Phil Burnell. Let's see if we can fucking sustain that for the next several months.
What a den.
over 400 within like 5 minutes. Gee, I wonder where the people came from. I'm sure all of a sudden discoverability on YouTube skyrocketed, and this is where the 200 fucking trolls came from, right? Right. Okay.
He's trying to argue his fucking numbers went up to 200 in a short space of time. That's not what happened.
Because of trolls?
I just love this conspiracy theory. Yeah, it didn't have a breakdown, but 200 trolls came out of fucking nowhere because they fucking had nothing better to do.
Okay, and what ended up happening was the chat immediately went from people engaged and interested in the game to people just sitting there shitting, oh, this is boring, what is this, how can Phil play this, it's another walking simulator, look, there's nothing going on, the game is too dark, and then it went, oh, look, why is no one contributing, people need to support, people need, everything that I tell you guys not to do. I already told you.
Fuck off, Phil. Fuck off. Aye. Support, by the way, it's Bingo, hooray. Everything I tell you not to fucking do. Remember, you're not allowed to fucking mention support. Only Phil may be the one that's fucking talks about support. The audience is never allowed to discuss support. Because that's what Phil does on a daily basis. That's his shtick. You're not allowed to steal.
Yeah.
You can't steal Phil's thing. Only Phil may talk about support. Jesus Christ, man. One more time. Go on, Phil.
And then it went, oh, look, why is no one contributing? People need to support, people need, everything that I tell you guys not to do. I already told you, listen, the game's not that good, fine, but don't sit there and be overly negative for people who are enjoying it. If a stream is slow, fine, but it's not your place to talk about it. It's mine. I'm the one operating the business, not you. It's none of your business to even say anything about it.
Business has been said as well. Jesus Christ,
Business.
man. This is a fucking...
Dude, we're on fire. Are we gonna escape this rant?
we actually fucking might be finished early. You know, we started late.
Yeah, I'm the one who, if I say, hey guys, could you maybe do some contributions tonight? Could you like the stream? That's on me if I feel like saying that, not you. When you do that,
What do you mean if you feel like saying that? When do you never feel like fucking saying that, Phil? Jesus fucking Christ, man.
fail the stream, and essentially you're taking that kind of power into your hands that you shouldn't have, and you're annoying people who are just there to have a good time. People don't want to be advertised to every moment of every stream. But again,
Yeah, Phil, they don't. Yeah, fucking pick up on it, hint, Phil. People do not want to be advertised to on every single fucking stream that you fucking do. And yet you do it anyway, to them, on a regular fucking basis, several times a stream.
what these people do is they want to create their own narrative. So if we sit in Phil's chat and we say the game sucks and no one's contributing, it'll make the stream look toxic and negative for everyone there, and therefore people will not have a good time. And this is what they tried to do. And I didn't tell you guys this at the time, okay? Because I didn't want to derail the stream.
Yes, you did.
This sounds...
He paused the fucking stream to tell us that it was the trolls coming in.
This is basically a copy and paste of the daily chat from last night, it seems like.
Fuck.
But there were people contributing, trolls, and they were doing like dollar tips and saying absolutely disgusting things. Things I wouldn't even repeat, okay? Because they were trying to get my attention.
And then he doesn't put the dollar on
It didn't work. I still was enjoying the game. I still was having a great time with you guys regardless, okay? But by the end of the night, this is not me exaggerating, this is me being very matter of fact, this is not a complaint, this is a factual report. We had 3 tips totaling $10, we had 2 super chats totaling less than $10, and we had 1 membership. And that was it. For a premiere stream of a game that supposedly people had wanted to see for a month. And I finally got around to it because people...
You fucking put that shit in night stream though. For some premiere game that was much hyped. You fucking relegated that shit to the night stream. That wasn't very clever of you, Phil.
Get fucked.
As Prophets
That's
reminded
your
everyone, you cannot talk or tip because of 24-hour sub mods. Well, that's not necessarily...
Exactly.
That's not actually true. I believe you can contribute to... yeah.
You can still give him a super chat, I think.
You can tip as
I
well,
think.
because tips...
And you can tip.
Tip
Because that's
has nothing
different. That's
to
a
do. Yeah,
different link.
exactly. Yeah, tips are for PayPal and super chats as well. I remember some kind of Mexican person that gave Phil a bunch of fucking money.
Yeah.
A lot of money actually because he couldn't talk in chat. but he fucking gave him like like $100 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we made fun of that guy.
Money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
So just to be clear, he can't talk in chat, but he still can contribute money to him, which is the way Phil prefers it. Thank you very much for Black Master Super Chat. I love a delusion that we make the stream toxic. Well, Phil needs to fucking make an excuse somehow. It's a brand new game, that Phil's playing, but why is there no interest in it and all that? He just has to fucking find some reason. I'll just have to fucking say it.
You can still get around it, Prophet. Prophet's in chat saying that.
I see it,
You can't super chat, but you can still get around that by making I think you can still do a stock account. Or just pull up any random account.
Certain. Well, I mean, how did the fuck did that new guy? Because there was a fucking person on DSP Gaming last year who's like some Mexican guy. Apparently, some sort of tech person, who has a bunch of fucking sponsorships, not shit with Logitech or something. I can't even mind what it was. But he was fucking saying he couldn't talk in chat, but he still could give Phil money for fucking super chats.
Who knows? Maybe his
yeah.
country banned Phil.
Who knows? Yeah, fuck it anyway. But yeah, at the very least, still people can tip, because that's a separate thing from YouTube. Yeah, but yeah,
I feel like we better get going. This is a long fucking rant coming in.
But bear in mind, though, that's what I'm saying. I've already fucking proven there was no evidence that fucking Phil's numbers went massively up after he fucking. No, it's just there was no real restreamers last night. It was just Dark Days Mirror and Raw Phil. Two Raw restreamers essentially. And as far as I can tell, there was no.
Nobody's sitting there on Twitter calling the shots. Nobody's over there on Kiwi Farms calling shots. People just showed up to watch him be desperate for money.
That's crazy.
Stream of a game that supposedly people had wanted to see for a month. And I finally got around to it because people have been asking for it, saying, we want variety, this is what we want. How on earth did this stream perform so poorly? And so I sat down and thought about it, and I was like, I think I know exactly what it is it really wasn't what people are saying. You take a look at the things that are doing well right now. What's doing the absolute best on all of my streams? Street Fighter 6, duh, right?
Well, that's mainly because of Game Cooker, though. Game Cooker fucking tips you $50 every single fucking day to essentially fucking give you a rundown of why you're shite at the game.
Yeah, it's like a paragraph or two.
Reinvigoration
and he doesn't even play.
Exactly, yeah, it's wide as fucking, it's incredible. He could just email us shit to fucking Phil to fucking help him out. Game Cooker doesn't even have a goddamn game. So he's getting his information second hand from fucking other sources, probably fucking pros or some shit.
Yeah.
Games for me. It's the first time I've taken a fighting game seriously in over a decade. I'm actually improving and doing better at it, and people are enjoying it. Now we're even doing more variety of content. We're doing, the World Tour mode. We're doing community nights. It's actually branching out to be even more than just me playing the game online randomly against randoms. It's different, and that's a good thing, right? But excuse me, I agree with people that you don't just want to play Street Fighter entirely. I don't want to do 2 months of just Street Fighter. That's going to piss people off. Now, the good news is, coming in September, we've got a ridiculous amount of new releases. We recently just went through the gaming schedule. It's actually my pinned video here, like my featured video on DSP Gaming. Once September hits, we're going to have non-stop stuff to do that's all variety. So you don't have to worry about, oh no, the rest of the year is just going to be Street Fighter 6. That's ridiculous. Just right now, that's the thing going on. There really aren't any major high-profile games coming out. What game was out this month? Exo, Primal, and Pikmin 4. Woohoo! Right? Like, really get excited for those. I mean, not saying they're bad games, but no one's going to go crazy. Exo Primal is literally a team-based shooter that you grind online. There's nothing special to write home about. And Pikmin 4 is a cutesy puzzle game from Nintendo. And we all know how Nintendo games go on my channels. So,
that's
when I'm looking forward to the things that are going on here, and it's like, what should I play? What shouldn't I play? And I listen to feedback, and everyone's saying, we want variety. When I ask, what kind of variety? Should I bring back Elden Ring? Should I do this Amnesia game? But when I really look at how last night went, all right, attendance was not great. If you cut out the troll aspect, the 200 trolls that joined, I probably had around 200 to 250 attendees. And the people there were like, it's all right. They weren't like blown away with the game. Some people liked it, some people didn't. It was a mix. But overall, you're telling me that a game that people were asking for a straight month is literally the slowest support stream of the entire year. Not the week, not the month, up until now in 2023. That was the slowest support stream I've had all year. That tells me something, right? That's people outright saying, yeah, this probably wasn't exactly what you're looking for. You probably should have done something else, and you're listening to the wrong people. Because it sounds to me like what happened is, these are idiotic trolls who just don't like the fact that I'm having a good month or having, that Street Fighter's going so well.
How did we stop your fucking audience from not giving you money, Phil? Riddle me that. How do we have that sort of power?
Right? They relish in the fact that I haven't enjoyed the RPGs recently because they feel like they can mine toxicity out of that for their own purposes and their own content, but they haven't really been able to do that much with Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to fucking disagree with you hard there. Fucking
what
the Street
Fighter. What the fuck is mind toxicity?
Never mind that. What about a hand gesture? Yeah, a strange hand gesture towards it as well.
Wrong people, because it sounds to me like what happened is, these are idiotic trolls who just don't like the fact that I'm having a good month or having that Street Fighter's going so well, right? They relish in the fact that I haven't enjoyed the RPGs recently.
Hold on.
Yeah, money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage Super Chat. It says, Pikmin is a brutal RTS about Lost that looks cute. There we go. Phil did claim before he was interested in Pikmin, so all of a sudden he's not treating that very seriously. It's an interesting 180 from Phil about that. But maybe there's just not been that much demand from his audience, so he thinks it's not worth fucking looking into then. I don't know. But yeah, Phil does a weird hand gesture here when he talks about fucking mining stuff. Look at that shit.
Because they feel like they can mine toxicity.
What the hell was that?
What was that? Like,
Hold on a second.
has he been practicing with the bowl?
You can't do those hand gestures around fucking Derish, you know, you might get too excited.
Darish is real excited about that one.
Is he like, is he trying to mine things like he's fucking like, you know, is he using Minecraft as a fucking example where you just fucking wave your hand at something until the block breaks?
I don't know.
That's what it's like here.
can mine toxicity
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that, bro?
I'm just gonna wank the air for a second while I fucking mimic mining, because that's probably what mining's like, isn't it?
I guess.
Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, the Street Fighter content is getting a lot of traction, especially from people like DSP Memology. He gets like regularly fucking 10, 20,000 fucking views.
Yeah,
on his
Vault
shit,
Boy's
man.
up there too.
Exactly, Vaultboy of course as well. There's other people as well covering the fucking even fucking that Diaphone guy making content of Phil's fucking Street Fighter shite, you know, replaying our shit. So there's plenty to fucking cover in that regard, Phil. There's plenty to fucking look into for all the things you fucking do wrong and all the salt that's fucking gained from you fucking messing up.
out of that for their own purposes and their own content, but they haven't really been able to do that much with Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? With Street Fighter, I'm genuinely doing good. People are actually seeing for the first time, oh my god, Phil actually is pretty decent. Now, I'm not a real pro player, but wow, Phil does have some...
Phil, you're fucking delusional as all fuck boy. You got a 54% fucking win record. So you lose, what, 46% of the goddamn time. Fucking had an amazing record, Phil. For 54% of the time you win in ranked matches, you lose 46%. It's basically half and half. You are very, 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 very slightly above the average of 50%. Congratulations.
skill in Street Fighter, and it's pretty undeniable looking at these videos. Even a pro player analyzed his gameplay and admitted, yeah, he's pretty good at it. So now our narrative has to change. It can't be Phil sucks at Street Fighter anymore. Now we got to...
Yeah, you can. You're not that fucking good. But no one, most reasonable detractors don't say Phil sucks at Street Fighter. I think, you know, nah. We know he has fundamentals. We know he has prior experience. He has this, you know, the Super Turbo 2 days and that shit where he fucking actually was good at the game. Even other pros admit that, like Jaha and all that shit. But Jesus fucking Christ, though, like he wants to, so desperately to be respected for fucking playing Street Fighter 6 almost decently. I don't know, it's crazy. Oh, Boba Bandy's is upset I'm pausing it so much. I'm sorry, but he's fucking triggering me, and he says something dumb, I need to respond. It's just the way it goes. But we'll let him cook.
Yeah, we'll let him cook.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. So now our narrative has to change. It can't be Phil sucks at Street Fighter anymore. Now we got to create new narratives, right? We got to do new shit. And I hate the fact that sometimes, yes, that toxicity from outside the stream does make a factor into it. I'm being honest here. You know, I hate that. I don't want those idiots to be able to control the content.
Rent-free.
And you know, I want to ignore it. I want us to have a positive time no matter what I'm playing. And I want to tell you, I actually did enjoy Amnesia last night. It's a little bit of a frustrating game. It's horror for a different reason. It's horror because not because the enemy is scary, but because you're weak, limited resources, limited inventory space. You can't really run from the thing because you make too much noise and it can follow you. It's more suspenseful and creepy in that way. It's scary in a different way. And that's fine. Like I said, by the end of the night, I died once. I was like, oh man, but you know, it's all right because the game, you know, it's not a giant map. So it's not like I have to redo 20 minutes of gameplay. It's like 4 minutes of gameplay. It's not a big deal. I didn't complain about it at all. I'm like, all right, when we regroup next time when we play this again, you know, we'll start from here. I have to redo a little bit, but that's fine. And we'll go from there. So yeah. So basically my observation here, all right, is I do feel like I was duped because the entire last month, I saw a lot of complaining about us only playing the same kind of game. But then when I actually went out of my way to play a different kind of game based on the feedback of the viewership, it was the slowest support stream of the year. That tells me people weren't that interested at all. It's good to have variety on the streams, but people weren't interested in this game that much. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like there was an over-exaggeration of negativity from people saying we don't like Street Fighter to try to get me to stop playing Street Fighter, which I'm doing really good with and is getting support and is getting a lot of popularity in my audience. Right now, there's people who are actually watching me play fighting games for the first time in years and enjoying it. I haven't played Street Fighter seriously in over 10 years, and people are coming back for it now and they're actually liking it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. Why am I shying away from that? Now, I'm not saying I want to be a dedicated Street Fighter streamer, because again, this is something the trolls will do. An idiot will come on stream. Phil, you're just going to become just a Street Fighter streamer now because all you do is play Street Fighter all day. It's a lie. I've been doing other things, but you know, they want to create the narrative so that they have some toxicity to spew in their content that isn't true.
Right. Good chat. Good time to pause here when he's taking a fucking sip. Holy copium.
Fuck. That's a lot of coke.
That's incredible amounts of fucking copium. Holy fucking shit. So, He is desperately. So, first of all, Amnesia. Phil's convinced it won't take too long to fucking finish a game. He thinks it's going to take like 3 or 4 streams at most to fucking get through the whole game. You know, that's. So he's not too concerned about, even if Amnesia isn't well supported, it won't take up too much space on his fucking schedule, his precious schedule. But he is desperately fucking trying to convince his audience that they want more Street Fighter content. Because it's the one game he's actually enjoying more than anything else. Phil's enjoying Street Fighter, nothing wrong with that. Power to you, Phil, for actually enjoying a game for once. But you're trying to convince your audience that they want it. You want it, Phil. They don't necessarily fucking want it that much unless you're fucking going to do more multiplayer stuff with your own fans and audience, which is fucking a good thing. You can't fucking have that be too scarce and too rare. Involve them more, get them more engaged. They'll fucking, reward you for that, I'm certain. By fucking, by showing you appreciation. But you are trying your best to fucking convince them that they want more Street Fighter when they've been upfront telling you they want variety and they want something else. So you're blaming detractors for storming the fucking Amnesia stream somehow, even though there was nothing of that happening, and somehow fucking convincing everyone in chat not to support the stream. And now you're also telling your same audience here that they want more Street Fighter. Am I understanding this correctly? Is that just
that's the gist of it.
Right, okay. Let's see what else he's got to say, because apparently it gets worse.
So, it's this simple, okay? I'm not gonna let what a bunch of fucking idiots say dictate me or my enjoyment of games or my content whatsoever. Because their narrative is that because Phil had the slowest night of the year last night, he's gonna wage quit Amnesia the Bunker.
I've not seen anyone say that.
No, nobody said that.
No, I'm expecting him to fucking finish
It's
it.
just a term we use.
Yeah.
I mean, Amnesia is one of those games he really likes, so he's gonna just drag it.
It's a short game. If anything would fucking explode, apparently Duty claimed that Phil was going to wage quit it. Well, as Duty. I admire Duty's energy and positivity, but he is quick to jump to conclusions sometimes. So yeah, he needs to be careful sometimes. He does jump to conclusions sometimes today, but I do appreciate his passion.
Fuck you. I'm gonna play what I want. I liked the game last night. It's creepy and scary and it's gonna be frustrating, I know, because you can't really defend yourself. I like the game. I am going to continue to play Amnesia the Bunker, regardless of the level of support I receive on the stream, because I play games because I like them. Not because I'm fucking looking for a paycheck, you fucking ingrate idiots. You're so dumb, you're such knuckle-dragging morons. If I was looking to make money, I would have been doing things all along to just make money. You fucking incredible, brainless, black hole, empty-headed idiots. I can't believe you would say that narrative. Everything I've ever done has been anti-profit. Have you not noticed?
What's wrong with Prophet? He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a little under the weather, and hopefully he's feeling better soon. But we know he's a pervert.
I'm going to rewind that just to enjoy it one more time. This is incredible.
It's amazing. This is great.
So I'm proposing again randomly, but at the same time, but I just want to enjoy this again in all its glory, of all its copium and seething.
Keep in mind, chat, nobody did anything. Nobody
as far as
did
we know,
shit.
As far as we're aware, nobody done anything.
So, it's this simple, okay? I'm not gonna let what a bunch of fucking idiots say dictate me or my enjoyment of games or my content whatsoever. Because their narrative is that because Phil had the slowest night of the year last night, he's gonna wage quit Amnesia the Bunker. Fuck you. I'm gonna play what I want. I liked the game last night. It's creepy and scary and it's gonna be frustrating, I know, because you can't really defend yourself. I like the game. I am going to continue to play Amnesia the Bunker, regardless of the level of support I receive on the stream, because I play games because I like them. Not because I'm fucking looking for a paycheck, you fucking ingrate idiots. You're so dumb, you're such knuckle-dragging morons. If I was looking to make money, I would have been doing things all along to just make money. You fucking incredible, brainless, black hole, empty-headed idiots. I can't believe you would say that narrative. Everything I've ever done has been anti-profit. Have you not noticed? I refuse to follow the YouTube trends to make money. I don't take sponsorships or partnerships when I'm offered them. I didn't take the paycheck from Keemstar. I don't cash in on my haters to make money. I outright tell my viewers, support me for my content, not to stick it to the haters.
There's a lot to unpack there. There really is.
Yeah, that almost deserves a full-on video.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's like, think about it. Apparently we stop him from getting sponsorship opportunities, but now he's not taking them because that's his choice.
Yeah, and he didn't take the Keemstar money, brought that shit up again.
Thank you very much for Black Mage for Super Chat. It says his paranoia is getting really intense. He's lost it. I got that impression the other
agree.
night. Yeah. Phil has done a lot of things over the years which is considered sponsorship content. He was a partner with Loot Crate, for example, and afterwards he went to a different company when Loot Crate stopped. What was the other company came in mind? It was an alternative to Loot Crate. Who was it? I can't even mind.
The one up boxed.
Yeah, I think so, aye.
He did that one.
Yeah, so he has done sponsorships before as well. He got 2 chairs from 2 different companies, didn't he? Or no, he got 1 chair. He had 2 different chair sponsorships.
OPC and spawn seats?
Yeah, OP seats and spawn seats. He got a chair from one of them, and even though the fucking company was very quickly gone afterwards, Phil still got a chair, so he considered it a victory. He sponsored beanbags, he sponsored different kind of foods as well randomly, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure someone gave him, like, you know, like some kind of caffeine kind of like fucking snack, I don't know. But yeah, Phil was a big massive hypocrite here, and he is definitely would take sponsorships if they're offered to him, but apparently we stopped that from happening. But there you go, Phil was just a master of his own narrative.
To make money, I outright tell my viewers, support me for my content, not to stick it to the haters. Don't monetize the hate, right? I do literally everything to not make money. Yet you would make your narrative that Phil's about the money and he's going to rage quit a game. You are so fucking stupid. You want to clip a section? Clip this one, bitches, because this is what you won't clip, because now you feel fucking stupid. All right? I'm not quitting Amnesia. The gameplay continues on Monday night as planned. I'm continuing with this goddamn game because I like it. And I know that some of my viewers genuinely like it too. And I'm not all about the profit every fucking moment of my life, you know? Yes. Is it going to be concerning if for an entire week I have a week full of slow streams with low support? Yes. Did that happen? No, dumbass. So why the hell would I drop a game? I swear to God, these people... And you want to know? Here's the absolute best part of all of it. All right? I mean this now. They like to look at us together and they say, wow, you know, who would support Phil? You've got...
Well, first of all, Phil said, wow, I will rewind it, don't worry. But I want to make sure I don't forget it and don't take off the card. We're very close to a full house.
Money,
We're 5 away.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Puckfood for Super Chat. Says, total prick. Yeah, Phil is in total arsehole mode. But Bandy, I'm going to pause it to fucking tick things off in the card. I don't want to fucking miss things in the card or forget to tick things off in the card. Plus, I do rewind it as well so I get the full context of it. If you're not happy with fucking restream glare elsewhere, there's plenty of options, pal.
Swear to God, these people... And you want to know? Here's the absolute best part of all of it. All right? I mean this now. They like to look at us together and they say, wow, you know, who would support Phil? You've got to be stupid or slow. They make horrible jokes. Things that are outside, totally offensive. Like, wow, you must...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Metro Super Chat. Says, this is a full-on manic breakdown. What the hell? It's quite incredible, yeah. This is full-on, just absolute...
Yep.
Just...
The
you know, victim.
instant classic.
Yeah, victim
Instant
mode.
classic here.
Yeah. We'll rewind it a wee bit just so we can get the full context again, just and let it cook, let it play out. But it is insane.
With low support? Yes. Did that happen? No, dumbass. So why the hell would I drop a game? I swear to God, these people... And you want to know? Here's the absolute best part of all of it. All right? I mean this now. They like to look at us together and they say, wow, you know, who would support Phil? You've got to be stupid or slow. They make horrible jokes. Things that are outside, totally offensive. Like, wow, you must ride the small bus if you like Phil's content. You must, you know, just really fucked up stuff. What they don't realize is
be watching my streams
themselves and realize only people, you know, who would act the way that they act. Those are the people who have the problems, not the people who genuinely enjoy positive content. That's a normal person. The person who doesn't, who's making awful jokes, who's totally always trying to create a toxic narrative. You're the one with the problems. But that they won't look in the mirror at themselves. They refuse to be self-aware of anything going on around them. But then what do they say? Phil's not self-aware. They're the worst case of that on the internet, but they want to pretend like I'm the problem or my viewers, my positive supporter viewers are the problem. No, you're the problem. If you went away, I'd be happy, and so would everyone else on this planet. Literally, if all the toxic shit about me on the internet vanished, the world would be a better place. But they don't want to admit that. Again, they don't want to look inward. They can't, because the moment they look inward and they realize they're the biggest hypocrites, their minds would explode. It's ridiculous how nasty they are and can't realize it. And then they literally try to project their shortcomings onto others as if they're the ones with the problems. No, you fucking idiots. What are you talking about? Right? So I'm totally okay with having a bad stream last night for support. Is it alarming? Yeah, it is. I was surprised. Honestly, I was like, wow, I can't believe it was a low support stream because people seem to have been asking for about this for a while. Maybe it's because it was the wrong people. Maybe it was people who were upset that I was doing so well with Street Fighter that they wanted me to try to do other stuff. And then when I finally played it, they're like, haha, see, fuck you. We weren't going to do anything to support this anyway, right? Who knows? But I'm not here. I'm not sleuth. I'm not fucking Sherlock Holmes. I'm not Inspector Gadget walking around. I'm not going to try to figure out this shit. I'm just like, you know what? I like the game. It's not rocket science. I'm going to play it again on Monday night. If we get no support again, I guess we get no support again. Truth is, the game's not even that long. Everyone says it's like a 6 to 8 hour game. I'm gonna assume it's gonna take me 8 hours because you know when I play these games, I usually play slower and longer than most.
He's got a hat.
4-stream game for me. It's not a big deal, man. It's not. We'll do it.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Metro Super Chat. It says it's provable that a lot of them do ride that short bus. Yeah, I mean, some of them definitely are passengers on that short bus for sure. And there's something, a lot of things have been said over the past where there's an exploitation going on there of people who are maybe not, fully there, with the cognitive functions and whatever. It's like it's Phil kind of exploiting people. I mean, it's one of those things where why did these kind of people gravitate towards Phil? It's one of those kind of big what if questions, like how does that happen? I don't know. It's just crazy. But
I still don't know. I've been watching him for 15 years.
It's crazy. I don't know. I get it myself, but there you go. It's just mental. But oh hello, Phil seems to be getting a lot of support because he's got a hat poll going right now in his chat. So which hat is summertime best? Jesus Christ. So yeah, let's just get rid of that. But yeah, I guess Phil's crying and bitching and whining and moaning about lack of support from last night has yielded in some sort of whale, or maybe a couple of whales coming out to make him feel better. So there we are.
Exactly.
Oh.
No surprise there.
We have numbers actually. D-Dog's saying the rand has paid off. Phil has $168 currently in tips. So there we go. The whales turned up.
Play slower and longer than most. So it's probably going to be like a 4-stream game for me. It's not a big deal, man. It's not. We'll do it. We'll play it. We'll enjoy it. So those who liked it, congrats. We're going to keep going. If you didn't like it, well, not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. And, it's not a super long game. We got other stuff on the horizon. I would say, yeah, we're probably going to bring back Elden Ring at some point. And remember, coming up for my anniversary celebration in August, we're going to do retro playthroughs. We're going to actually, very soon, we're going to sit down and we're going to start determining dates for special events. There's going to be one retrospective day where you guys are going to nominate your favorite moments and videos from 15 years of me creating content. And we're going to actually watch a marathon of it and react to it. There's going to be a Project 7 event. And then I want to do throwback playthroughs. And it could be some classic games. Like maybe I'll go back and play some of the classic Mega Man and Mario games and stuff like that just for fun. But I want to do playthroughs of games that are older playthroughs of mine that I never really formally did a good playthrough of. My idea would be like Saints Row 2, but I'm sure you guys can come up with good ideas too. One of the ideas was Grand Theft Auto 5, a game that I only did one playthrough of ever, and that was only the first year I'd become a streamer. So now maybe going back and doing a playthrough of that. We'll talk about this. Let's figure.
Well, if you're going to play Grand Theft Auto 5, Phil, at least fucking make it a bit different. Since it's a fucking the PlayStation 5 version or something, why doesn't Phil try and play the game like first-person mode, the whole game? That would make a completely different kind of experience compared to your kind of usual. And it's something I've actually been tempted to do myself. You know what I mean? Just to fucking experience it that way because obviously it's so different.
Figure this out. Well, exactly what we want to do. In the month of August. So no worries. We got good stuff coming up. I'm not worried at all in any way, shape, or form. And then once we get September, oh my God, we're busy till the end of the year. We'll have non-stop new releases to cover, right? So I'm good. I don't care about every once in a while there's a slow stream. It's not a big deal. It is concerning and a little bit confusing. To me, I was more confused last night than anything else because it seemed like there was a big majority of people saying they wanted Amnesia, and then we only had around 200 to 250 viewers that were legit. Like I said, the other 200 viewers were obvious trolls coming in from restreams. And then when it's the slowest support stream of the year, I'm like, something obviously went amiss. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of made me scratch my head. But now I think I've kind of wrapped my head around what really happened here, But it's fine. It's okay. It's good for variety anyway. I would hope if you're someone who does like the game and was looking forward to it, maybe you will support the future streams. Now that we saw what happened in that first one. If not, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry like a little baby and whine about it. It's not a big deal. Other streams are doing good. Street Fighter's doing good. Yesterday, I was shocked at how good the Final Fantasy 16 stream did yesterday. Because we were bored for half the stream and people were still being very positive and supportive. I was like, thank you. Like, that's so nice of you because I know that we're not having a great time half the time. But, amazing. Thank you guys for that, Why on earth am I going to focus on one stupid night stream as if that's some horrible thing that happened? It isn't, okay? So anyway, thanks. Thanks for those who were positive, and thanks to those who continue to be positive around here. Every time that these idiots on the internet try to say something about me or my viewer base, turn it back on them. Say, how on earth can you say that about us when in reality, if you just look in the mirror, you're a worse case than anything you're saying about us, right? How on earth could you ever accuse us when you're the worst hypocrites on the planet? It's just fucked up how messed up they are in the head, and then they try to say that we're the ones who have problems. No, stupid. We're just having fun on a stream. You're the ones who sit there all day obsessing over it. You're the one who needs help. What the fuck is your problem? Okay, so anyway, that's my opinion, all right? So now that that's been said, let's now get to the schedule for the rest of the week so you guys know what to expect, all right? So, today, it's the Level 1 podcast right now, which we're going to chill a little bit more, and then we're going to go over to DSP Reacts. We're going to do DSP versus the Internet, my weekly Clips React show, which will be fun. We actually have different people who are nominating videos this week, which was good, so we'll have a good variety of videos over there. Then we're going to swing back here tonight for Community Night in Street Fighter 6, where we're going to do that community lobby like we did on Wednesday, but this time around, I know better how to do it. You got to search for DSP Gaming. We'll have the code available publicly for people to use to get in, and hopefully we can play a variety of people. What I'll do is once I play one person, I'll kick them out of the room, so that way more people can come in and queue up. And we'll hopefully have a good variety of comp tonight. You know what I'm saying? It should be a good time. I think it's going to be, overall, a fun event tonight. A little bit better than the last one. I think every time we do it, it'll be a little bit better, right? Then tomorrow, it is Street Fighter 6 Serious Business Day, because I'm actually going to play Ranked, and I'm very, very strongly leaning towards using Blanca tomorrow. Because I want to maybe, play with Blanca every once in a while to continue to level him up. Right now, he's 3-star Diamond. If I don't keep playing with Blanca, I'm likely going to end up getting to a point where I'm gonna get rusty, and I don't want to get rusty with my best character. I feel like maybe once a week I have to use him. You know what I'm saying? So probably Blanca tomorrow, and probably ranked gameplay, all ranked, all Blanca, 3 hours, try to level him up. Right now he's in 3-star diamond. Maybe we get to 4-star diamond. Tomorrow night will be more Amnesia the Bunker on the late stream. Hopefully, yes, if you enjoy the gameplay, you will come by and support the stream. That would be great, considering what happened last night. But again, I'm not going to sit here and cry and moan about it when overall things are going pretty good. Daytime stream on Tuesday will be more Final Fantasy 16. We're in the midst of a very exciting story mission. Hopefully we can maybe finish that and maybe even do another exciting story mission. And the Board in Between, which you know is going to be there at this point. Again, I have no hopes that they're not going to do that. Night stream on Tuesday will be World Tour mode in Street Fighter 6. I do want to continuously do at least one stream of World Tour mode a week. I feel like we need to make progress in this mode, and it does unlocks in the game. It's interesting for the story, so we're going to do that on Tuesday night. And then Wednesday will be more Street Fighter 6 ranked play on the daytime stream. I have no clue what character I'll use. We'll think about it. And then Wednesday night will be more Amnesia. We might even finish Amnesia the Bunker, depending on how long the game really is and how well I do. Okay? So there you go. Let's see how it goes. That's the schedule for the week. And we'll play it by ear. Thursday's my day off this week. We need to adjust on the fly. We can for whatever reason. Also, keep in mind we have a big event coming up later on this month. On the Saturday, the 29th of July, it is the Dark Side of Machinima long-form React event. We're exclusively over on my DSP React channel for a whole day. I'll be doing React content regarding my history with Machinima, the former partner network that went out of business. We'll be talking about 6+ years I was a partner, my ups and downs with the company. We'll be reacting to a documentary about the company by June the King. I'm gonna have some exclusive stories and things to show you, and we'll probably have some food that day too. So probably the next Feasting with Phil episode will be that day too. So it'll be a good day overall. That's a good variety thing coming up at the end of the month. Okay, so that's what's going on right now on the channels. I hope that sounds good. I'm glad that I got the topics out of the way. I have one news story to talk about today, and then we're gonna start getting to shout outs and everything. But the news story is a doozy. Are you ready for this?
Oh boy,
are you ready for
we
this
go.
news story? I hope you are. Okay, so get ready. Prepare your butts, ladies and gentlemen. It is 100% official. The Microsoft Activision Blizzard merger is going to go through. And the reason you know it's going to go through is because overnight, Microsoft and Sony came to a legal agreement that Call of Duty will continue to be on PlayStation consoles moving forward no matter what. That it would never become an Xbox PC exclusive. Okay? So why on earth would Sony agree to that agreement? Because they know that merger is going through now. Like, it's undeniable. Nothing's going to stop it. It's going through. So Sony essentially tapped out and said, we give up. You won. You're going to buy them. There's nothing we can do about it. But we want to at least make sure that the biggest shooter game of all time will continue to be on our console. And Microsoft said, gladly we will agree to that. And they sat down and they agreed to it. Okay? So, there you go. It's all 100% official. And it looks like it's going to go through. I think there's one final legal thing that needs to be hashed out in the United Kingdom. And I guarantee you it'll be hashed out over, by tomorrow probably. And, yeah, looking like it's full speed ahead, my friends. So, there you go. Now when we get details, people are already saying, well, what's next? Will World of Warcraft have free elements on Game Pass? What about, will they bring back a game like Heroes of the Storm? What about, Overwatch? Well, Overwatch is already free, but could they do different? You know what I'm saying? What about these all different Blizzard games, Activision games? What's going to happen? It's a good question. It is a good question. You realize they're still selling, like, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and 4 for, like, $60? They are. Online. Like, it's still full price. Imagine if they toss those on Game Pass now, and now you just play those online for free if you're a Game Pass subscriber. Holy shit. So, I guess we'll see, but that's really the only news story for today, and yeah, more details on that coming. All right, so now that all that's out of the way, today is my React stream, guys. Anything that you contribute on this podcast counts towards the React stream as well. So, tip goals, super chats, and everything will count. Just so you know, it's not like, oh, I contributed to Phil's podcast and it goes away because he's switching channels. No, it's all going to continue. Any rewards that we get, like cumulative for tips and things like that, will continue over there as well, just so you know. In which case, let's go ahead and let's do some shout outs. Arkham says the stream is lagging, but I'm not seeing it on my end. The stream is lagging. It must be on the YouTube side. Yeah, because I see absolutely no lag on my end. Yeah. Okay, let's do shout outs. Let's start off on the YouTube side of things. We've got Not Swaggins, who re-upped his membership for 23 months as his Copen Seed Final Fantasy 16 fanboys. Phil, salutations. What's going on, Swaggins? As you know, I'm not going to pull punches. I'm not. I'm going to tell you what I think about a game. Final Fantasy 16 has moments of really great writing and greatness and fun gameplay and cool elements, and then parts that you could literally pull out a pillow and curl up in a blanket and sleep through. And you've missed nothing, and that's bad. That should not be in the game. It's horrible pacing in 2023. The writers, I don't know what happened here. I really don't. I don't know how you would think that would be good. Like I said, if this was a movie, people would rate the movie poorly. How is it the movie has such incredible filler, crappy segments that mean nothing? We should just be getting to the good parts. We only have a certain amount of time. But because it's a video game, it's like, oh, you have unlimited time, just waste it. No, don't waste it. Make it good. Make it feel like my time's meaningful. And they're not doing that. So anyway, continuing on here. Derek has re-upped his membership for 11 months. In reality, it's 11 gifted memberships. Congrats, Derek, on that. Says happy Sunday.
Oh my god, he actually felt the need to
He
highlight
knows.
that. I was letting Phil just cook, you know what I mean, just to get through it, but I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
The shame, Derek. He had to go at people and accusing us of shaming his fan base. And he just fucking had to remind his whole entire audience that Derek is never buying his own memberships. He's always being gifted them by other people. That is kinda, that's a shitty thing to do. That really is a fucking shitty thing to fucking do. Fucking tell everyone at Direct's too fucking cheap to spend $4 on them, or $5 on them, so makes them to fucking get gifted memberships instead. I want you to hear that one more time. Go on, throw Derek under the bus one more time, Phil.
Waste it. Make it good. Make it feel like my time's meaningful. And they're not doing that. So anyway, continuing on here. Derek has re-upped his membership for 11 months. In reality, it's 11 gifted memberships. Congrats, Derek, on that. Says happy Sunday. You got it at Too Many Games 2011. You got it at Too Many Games 2011. I got what at Too Many Games 2011?
Go.
Oh, he says to punch it. Oh, well, we were talking about that? I got this at Too Many Games 2011. So there you go. All right. Thanks for the trivia. It was pretty
Thanks,
random,
Derek.
but okay. Thanks for the trivia, Derek. Don Fanucci has re-upped their membership this morning. Thank you to Don Fanucci. And Guitar Player also re-upping their membership for 25 months. Thank you so much. All right. Now let's get to tips. And let's see here.
Here we go.
Oh, God. It scrolled. Okay, there we go. We start off tonight,
Here
or
we
today,
go.
with an overnight tip from Game Trekker. $30 tip from Game Trekker this morning. Which is funny because we haven't had a $30 tip animation like in a week. So did you guys know it was Final Fantasy 16? Look, this is the $30 animation. I think we've only seen this like once. So thank you, Game Trekker.
Yeah, thanks, Game Tucker.
And let's see what he has to say. He says, React today. All right, so my submission this week is Street Fighter 6 related. Shocking, I know, but actually, I'm planning on submitting a completely different video, but then I wasn't able to find it. One of your old travel logs from March 2011, a day after an insanely intense earthquake struck Japan. You were in a hotel room and had just heard the news. The video consisted of you sharing your thoughts and feelings in that moment, and then checking the clothes you had available to wear that day because you were at a tournament to make sure they weren't insensitive. And you're glad you checked because you found when you pulled out a T-shirt. What? No, that's not what happened. I remember that. No wonder you couldn't find it, Game Trekker. You're misremembering the moment. He remembers me. Listen to this. He remembers me.
What?
Pulling out a T-shirt with Ryu, and it had the word homeless underneath. Now, I've seen that T-shirt. It's a meme T-shirt from back in the day, because Ryu's character actually is kind of a vagabond who wanders around the world fighting people, but doesn't really necessarily have a home. I've seen that.
Sorry, I had to pause because Phil said necessarily, which is on the card. And it's not a fucking bingo. So we are 4 away from a full house. What a very strong card this is. Also, I pressed the line
Strong
button.
card.
I added a burp, but I didn't mean to add a burp, so I just really remove one burp. There we go. I pressed the burp button by mistake instead of the fucking bingo horns or anything, sure, so there we go. But yeah, apparently Game Cooker has misremembered this information. I'm not surprised that Game Cooker has delivered some, some false information, considering this fucking terrible record of counting Street Fighter victories that he gives to Phil. Because Profit's stats are better than Game Cooker's stats when it comes to Phil's Street Fighter victories and losses.
Shirt. I have never owned that T-shirt at all. At all. I remember this specifically. What happened was, I was at a Street Fighter tournament, and this, I think it was the earthquake hit Japan. It was like a huge disaster. You know, people were losing their lives and everything. And I was looking at the drawer, and I was like, oh my god, look what I've got. I got a fucking Godzilla T-shirt, right? And I was like, wow, it would be pretty inappropriate to wear. Can you imagine? I was laughing. I was like, dude, how ridiculously embarrassing and inappropriate would it have been if I wore this shirt not knowing what happened in Japan today and wore it down to the tournament? You're like, who's this fucking asshole walking around with a fucking Godzilla disaster T-shirt when they just literally had a real disaster, right? So that's what it was. Now he says, I'm guessing it was on your old King of Hate HD channel. All the videos on that channel seem to have been deleted. You must have said at some point why they were deleted. I don't recall. Well, there is a story behind it. It's a really stupid story, though. Like, it's incredibly dumb, the story, okay? So, as you know, that was my original vlogging channel. That was before I started making new channels. It was in 2011 where I split all my channels up. So we had DSP Gaming for gameplay, DSP versus Street Fighter for fighting games, and then there was DSP Vlogging, all right? And that was for, well, not DSP Vlogging, the King of Hate Vlogs. I got confused. The King of Hate Vlogs. And that one was for my vlogging. The old channels, Darkside Phil and the King of Hate HD, were essentially abandoned as arcade. Boy, I can't speak today. They were hold on a second. Because I'm not cool Phil. All right, now that I got the sunglasses on, now I won't have any problems with my speech, okay? So, what ended up happening was in 2010 into 2011, I had a lot of false copyright issues. So I abandoned my original channels, Darkside Phil and the King of Hate HD. They became archive channels that I never really added to ever again. Instead, I had 3 new channels, DSP Gaming, DSP Street Fighter, and the King of Hate Vlogs. So that's what happened. So all my content has been on those 3 channels since, and those other channels became archive channels. But here's a weird thing that happened. At one point, this is a long time ago, YouTube renegotiated the way that they do advertisements, and they had all new legal contracts and legal agreements drawn up. And essentially what you had to do was you had to agree to these agreements. And even if your channel wasn't monetized, you still had to agree to these new agreements, because I guess at one point, YouTube planned like they were going to monetize anything on the website no matter what, even if you were a partner, they had the right to monetize it. So you had to agree to these legal agreements. And if you agreed, then everything was fine. But if you didn't, they gave you an ultimatum. Like, you have to agree or else. So I never agreed, because I never logged into the channels. Like, those are archive channels. I don't deal with those channels anymore. They just sit there, right? So I didn't log in to the King of Hate HD for the longest time. And you know what they did? They literally hid all the content of the channel, because I guess the content isn't in line with their current agreements or legal agreements or terms of service. Now, here's the weird part. Since that happened, people told me, are you aware your whole King of Hate HD channel disappeared? And I was like, no, let me see. I can still log into it. I can still see all the videos for myself, but I have no way to make them visible. There's a weird thing that they did. They screwed the channel up. I can't make any of the videos visible to the public ever again. They're just frozen there forever, hidden. So what we ended up, I guess I can take the glasses off now because now I got through it. So now, what the only way to see those videos is for me to log in and to show them to you. So what we ended up doing was many years ago, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 years ago, we did a long form react event that was a retrospective of all my vlogs. So we went back and we watched all the classic vlogs from the King of Hate HD. So that way they're in a format. If you watch that react event, it's like all those classic vlogs were rewatched. So that's what happened. It wasn't any infamous. I didn't actively choose to close the channel. It wasn't some infamous takedown. It was a weird YouTube issue, a legal YouTube issue. The weird part about it is you would think like now, why couldn't I log in today and just say, oh yeah, so I agree with all the terms and make the videos public again? The ability doesn't exist. If I log into the channel, it doesn't give me any options. Just those videos are hidden from everyone. No one can see them. Isn't that nice? How nice YouTube is, right? It's pretty stupid. If anyone wants to rewatch some more of those vlogs, we could do that in my anniversary month next month. I'm sure we'll have ample time to do it. But anyway, yeah, so I particularly remember that it was a Godzilla t-shirt during that tournament that I observed. I was like, oh crap, I'm happy I didn't wear this because people might have actually genuinely been offended. If I went downstairs with a Godzilla t-shirt the day when, you know, Japan just had a tsunami/earthquake and now they have a natural disaster, people are dying, imagine me wearing this like an asshole and being completely ignorant. So I'm very happy I didn't. Okay, continuing on. I received a $32.01 tip. $32.01. Thank you very much. This is from an anonymous. No, this is from Pug. P-U-G. Pug is their name. Thank you to Pug for a very generous tip and the biggest tip of the day so far. Okay. Oops. Oops. Double mistake. Cool. So this means Gunner glasses. But since we're putting them on all day, we'll put on the sunglasses for now. I'll put on Gunner glasses later. Sunglasses for hitting our $50 tip skull. Thank you to Pug. And Pug asks the following. Well, first of all, it says, happy streaming. Thank you, Pug. Would you ever consider playing Dead by Daylight? Oh, I have played Dead by Daylight. At one point, many years ago, Dead by Daylight hit Xbox One, and I actually bought it on Xbox One, and I played it multiple times. At that point, it was an earlier version of the game before all of like the licensed tie-ins had happened, so it was just like the original killers of the game. I actually really liked it. I played it longer than I thought people even wanted me to. I actually really liked playing as the survivors, and you know, after a while of playing, I brought it back at Halloween for that year. And then basically, you know, kind of fell out of promise. And there were other games that were very similar, you know, the Friday the 13th game and things like that I played over the years. And then every once in a while, you know, especially for a Halloween event, people have asked me to bring it back, and I play it from time to time. I think I did play it a year or two ago, I want to say, during my Halloween event. And it, you know, it always goes well. It's fun. It's something different. It runs much better on the Xbox Series X. My God, it was actually quite choppy on the Xbox One when I played it, and it runs much better on the Series X now. So, yeah, every once in a while we go back and we play it. It's a good game. I enjoy it, and you know, maybe we'll play it again in the future. It's not something that I would probably play too regularly, only because it is, you know, let's not face it, it's an older game. It's not going to bring in that much attention. And it's kind of the same thing. It is the same kind of survival thing over and over. But it's still fun. It's a fun, addictive formula. I do like the game. By the way, I should say, thank you to Nathan Smith, who gifted a membership, and it went to Stormforce Gamer. Congratulations, Stormforce Gamer, on the gifted membership, and thank you, Nathan Smith, for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Cool. All right, continuing on. Well, I'm sad to hear that Anso Kamaru tipped $2 says, once again, I can't join your community night because I have dinner plans. Although I only play Cammy, I'm pretty good with. I don't know if I'd be able to really play you anyway because it's casual night. No, see, that's fine. And that's the thing. If you were to declare that, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll pick like a character at least I know I'm decent with. You know, I wouldn't pick Blanca again, but maybe I would go with like, you know, Luke, or maybe a character who I at least could hang with. I'm not going to be picking Dalsim. I'm not going to be playing, you know, Honda. Characters I really don't know what I'm doing with. I'm not going to pick them in that situation. You understand? I hope it goes well for you and things go smoother without any trolls. Well, there's always going to be trolls. That's definitely wishful thinking, but I appreciate that. And I am hoping that eventually you'll be able to play on a community night. You'll be around, that I can play you, right? And, there we go. And, you know, maybe eventually we'll do it as a daytime stream as well. I think right now the night streams are working well with it, but maybe eventually we will swap that. We'll see, okay? So thank you, Anso Kamaru. Okay, continuing on. By the way, some people commenting on my looks today. I can't imagine why you'd be commenting on my looks today. I don't know. But let me get through these shout-outs first, okay? All right. So let's see here. Come on, load.
Balls.
Oh, you took it down already.
Yeah, that was fast. Yeah. Well, I did leave a message in chat saying we might get interrupted by Phil doing that, and that's exactly what has happened here. So, just in case you guys aren't aware, Phil has now gone and started streaming on his DSP React channel for his, you know, for the show that he's doing, and he immediately makes this stream on DSP Gaming private, and because of that, even if you're in the middle of watching it, because Phil's doing it private, it's unavailable now because it's, you know, a private stream. No one can fucking view it apart from Phil. But we do have backups in place. We could. So we got D-Dog uploading his version right now. So there we go. So we'll wait for D-Dog to get the link sorted for us, and they'll get that sorted. For now, we can enjoy the otters. Why don't we check in the otters and see how the otters are doing? The otters are currently doing little zoomies in the corner there. This one is really fucking going mental in the fucking corner, washing his wee face, not shit. There we go. Nice little otter session to detox while we wait for
It's a good break.
Yeah. They're cute as hell. I don't know where the other two are though. There's 4 of them usually, and there's 2 here. I don't know where the other 2 went to. They're not in the hole. I don't think they're up here either. They're probably in fucking just off camera or something, but yeah. They are very cute though. This man's washing his wee face. These otters bathe far more than Phil Burnell ever has. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway. So yeah, we're just waiting for the Steam to... I mean, it's one of those things, it's like... give us a wee second here, sorry. So, yeah, this is unavailable, so balls.
Yeah, he killed that thing right away.
Yeah. We could do raw fill as well, that could be an option potentially. But I do feel a bit bad as well, because D-Dog is uploading as well. D-Dog says 15 minutes. D-Dog, would you mind if I just went to raw fill? And just use his instead? It seems like the smartest option to do right now in the circumstances. You know, since yours is going to be a bit lengthy to run and wait for 15 minutes, we can just catch up. So, where about Swerby? So he's put the glasses on here.
Alright, now that I got the sunglasses on, now I won't have any problems with my speech, okay?
So you hold on, we're not that far
We're past
behind.
this.
So hold on, I need to get like reset up a bit, you know what I mean? Because this thing's a little bit kind of broken a bit here. How do I usually do this? Give me a second here. You know, we'll just have it less. Okay, we'll just have it less.
So, what ended up happening was in 2010 into 2011, I had a...
Oh, hold on, we'll fast forward for this bit because he takes the glasses off again, and then he puts them back on. So we're not far away from that. As when he puts the glasses back on.
Yeah,
it's
that was the one supporter.
Yeah.
on Xbox One, and I played it multiple times. At that point, it was an earlier version of the game before all of like the licensed tie-ins had happened, so it was just like the original killers of the game. I actually really liked it. I played it longer than I thought people even wanted me to. I actually really like playing as the survivors, and you know, after a while of playing, I brought back a Halloween for that year, and then basically, you know, kind of fell out of promise. There were other games that were very similar, you know, the Friday the 13th game and things like that that I played over the years. And then every once in a while, you know, especially for a Halloween event, people have asked me to bring it back, and I play it from time to time. I think I did play it a year or two ago, I want to say, during a Halloween event. And it, you know, it always goes well. It's fun. It's something different. It runs much better on the Xbox Series X. My God, it was actually quite choppy on the Xbox One when I played it, and it runs much better on the Series X now. So, yeah, every once in a while we go back and we play it. It's a good game. I enjoy it, and you know, maybe we'll play it again in the future. It's not something that I would probably play too regularly, only because it is, you know, let's not face it, it's an older game. It's not going to bring in that much attention, and it's kind of the same thing. It is the same kind of survival thing over and over. But it's still fun. It's a fun, addictive formula. I do like the game. By the way, I should say thank you to Nathan Smith. We gifted a membership, and it went to Stormforce Gamer. Congratulations, Stormforce Gamer, on the gifted membership, and thank you, Nathan Smith, for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Cool. All right, continuing on. Well, I'm sad to hear that Anso Kamaru tipped $2 says, once again, I can't join your community night because I have dinner plans. Although I only play Cammy, I'm pretty good with. I don't know if I'd be able to really play you anyway because it's casual night. No, see, that's fine. And that's the thing. If you were to declare that, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll pick like a character at least I know I'm decent with. You know, I wouldn't pick Blanca again, but maybe I would go with like, you know, Luke or maybe a character who I at least could hang with. I'm not gonna be picking Dalcine. I'm not gonna be playing, you know, Honda. Characters I really don't know what I'm doing with. I'm not gonna pick them in that situation. You understand? I hope it goes well for you and things go smoother without any trolls. Well, there's always going to be trolls. That's definitely wishful thinking, but I appreciate that. And I am hoping that eventually you'll be able to play on a community night. You'll be around, that I can play you, right? And, there we go. And, you know, maybe eventually we'll do it as a daytime stream as well. I think right now the night streams are working well with it, but maybe eventually we will swap that. We'll see, okay? So thank you, Anso Kamaru. Okay, continuing on. By the way, some people commenting on my looks today. I can't imagine why you'd be commenting on my looks today. I don't know. But let me get through these shout-outs first, okay? All right.
So we're just a bit caught up now. It's been about this point, but we're finally caught up.
So let's see here.
I didn't realise I was so far behind. I thought I caught up.
Come on, load.
I started playing it with the right place. But I didn't realise I was still so far behind, so sorry about it, guys.
So no Carl to the dollar, he says, you know, all things considered, he does think that probably the whole amnesia situation last night was, as I said, that it was really troll orchestrated. And he says, do you think there's ever...
How in the goddamn hell? We agree with everything Phil says, but always saying that so we don't get fucking leaned.
That was a good ring kiss.
Jesus, man. Like, it's really fucking ridiculous lengths of fucking copium going on there. There's no way. As far as I'm aware anyway, unless something happened out with my knowledge, which is possible. It is possible with some sort of random distractor up, of course, but the numbers to me anyway, like the attendance was gradually growing bigger and bigger and bigger throughout the stream going on. I was getting more interest as Phil was going on. The fact that Phil did not put the name of the game in the stream might have actually helped him. Phil neglected to put the name of the game in his stream title, which is kind of strange for a premiere stream, but it would have probably helped people maybe click on his fucking stream and go, what's this, I wonder? Because all Phil said, I think, was like, it's a horror game.
Never happened before. Oh, I guarantee you it's happened before. I absolutely guarantee you. You know, here's the thing. I'm not constantly following what these idiots are doing. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I should have fucking spies. I know it sounds insane.
Yeah, they fucking do. You have your fucking mods fucking detail to you what the fuck they're doing on a daily fucking basis. We know this. We've seen the evidence of that, Phil. Don't pretend you're fucking ignorant about it.
It is. You have spies in place watching detractor content, telling me at all times what they're up to, so I know what their fucking malicious plans are, so they can't fuck with my streams. You would think, as a 41-year-old man who just operates casualized gameplay streams, that I shouldn't have to do that. But these people are so obsessed and so out of their fucking minds over someone as small time as me. I mean, maybe I know it's insane. I'd have undercover fucking people go into a troll stream and tell me what they're planning. It's stupid, you know. But yeah, I want to have nights that are good for everyone. I don't want to be swayed one way or the other because I was fooled by a group of people who orchestrated something, you know? And I do kind of feel that way about last night's stream, but I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm not going to let it defeat me or make me get down on myself or whatever. You know, I'm just going to continue to play the game anyway and they can kiss my ass. So, okay. I received... Here we go. Again, what's going on here? Whoa, look at this! Someone named Chocolate Salty Balls has tipped me $2. Yes, Chocolate Salty Balls. And... said the following. Have you ever considered reacting to... No, wait. Have you ever...
Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Mage for super chat. It says I was pre-banned from his chat when Ryan was a mod. Yeah, I don't know who banned me before when Phil started doing YouTube again, but it was basically somebody was just basically saying,
Somebody gave him a list, probably.
yeah, pretty much. That was it. Yeah, I'm done. But yeah, Phil's mods are quite. I miss the Twitch days. It was easy to fucking kind of manipulate people like Popsicolo, you know, and who's the other guy, Gino Sagi or something like that, or Gino, like, I can't mind what the other one was. Those two are prominent ones on Twitch back in the day. And it was very easy because Vidar, remember fucking Darth Viking Vidar, that fucking creepy bastard.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was a mod as well, but me and him didn't get on too well, so he was always trying to ban me. But Popsicolo and Gino were kind of on my side a wee bit, and they were kind of sympathetic. They knew Vidar was banning me for no reason other than just him being a prick. So I would always get unbanned, and Vidar would fucking lose his mind. It's like, why is this person unbanned again? And it's like, because they did nothing wrong. And basically, I'm fucking saying, at least fucking... it was so easy to wind up that creepy bastard Vidar, it really was. But, Jesus, man. But these days, like, you don't really get that, though. It's just... I mean, I can't think of any mods in Phil's chat which are... Like, why would you want to be a mod in Phil's chat? All the extra work it goes into... Jesus, it's not worth the effort, surely. Not worth it.
And... said the following. Have you ever considered reacting to... No, wait. Have you ever considered reacting to what happened to Chef on South Park? Also, what are your thoughts on the character? Thanks for streaming. Well, I know what happened. I forget the actor's name, but when South Park first started in the 1990s, it had it on...
Oh, for God's sake, you don't need a fucking back in the day story. No, Isaac, here's a long story short. He found Scientology, kind of fell out with the South Park guys, then not long afterwards passed away. That's pretty much it. I say I don't think I got much wrong there, have I? Kind of found Scientology, he got into it, and then he passed away not long afterwards, which is a shame.
Yeah, he had a falling out because of the Scientology episode.
Exactly. Ensemble cast of voice actors and people in it, and one of them was this well-known prominent actor. I think it's Isaac Hayes is his name, if I remember correctly. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Musician.
I think it was Isaac Hayes. Okay, so he's prominent.
He was a musician, Phil. He was a fucking singer. So yeah, he was mainly known for that.
An actor, and at that time, this guy was open to the show. He had no problems with the content that was in the dialogue of the show. He kind of, thought he was a funny adult-oriented, comedy show. Well, I think at some point, did he not convert to like a religion? Like, I don't know if it was Scientology or another religion. So basically, he decided to convert to some new belief system. And when he did, all of a sudden he changed his mind on the show and started to talk out publicly about the show and criticize it. It was Scientology. People were saying it was Scientology. Okay, so he starts criticizing the show and saying it's bad and everything. And the makers, what are they? Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they're like, what the fuck? Like, dude, we gave you a job, right? You told us you were totally in line with the comedy and the stuff of the show, and now you're gonna go public and interviews and shit talk the show?
I don't think these guys ever said that, to be fair. Phil was just fucking spinning. For somebody that's not aware of the full situation, he seems to somehow know exactly what was said behind the scenes between these people. What the fuck's that about?
Like, what the hell's your problem? So what they ended up doing is they took this show that for the first, I think it was like the first 4 or 5 years, he was like a major character in the show. And instead, they basically wrote him out of the show as being like a complete asshole. Like, they changed the character around to be...
That's not what happened. They missed him. They had a fucking, like... People, he had the fucking
They
kids.
really wanted him to come back.
Yeah, they were really sad. Isaac Hayes quit the show. Trey and Matt were quite broken up about it, The kids even kept saying they miss Chef, they miss him and not shit. They did bring Chef back for an episode, but they kind of like, you know, it wasn't really him, if that makes sense. He used like old voice samples, and it turned out that was a fake Chef, and like, you know, so their happiness was cut short, you know. And then they had their own separate Scientology episode as well, which I think Isaac Hayes had quit before that happened, you know. But yeah, they had a special Scientology episode where they were just shitting all over the fucking, and that's a different fucking thing as well. But yeah, it's as far as I'm concerned, the creators of South Park were sad to see Isaac Hayes go, but it's just the way he's going. It's a new path he found, essentially.
Complete piece of shit and doesn't even get killed in the show or something like that. So they did it on purpose. So they said, well, you're going to defame us with all kinds of negative interviews and shit. We're just going to make your character look like a dumbass, and we're going to kill him off.
Jesus
so
Christ, man.
So it's kind of weird how that kind of stuff changes. You know what I mean? Like, you would have thought, okay, let's say, for example, Isaac Hayes really did have a change of heart in his personal life, his personal belief system. And he's like, you know what? I don't want to be part of the show anymore. And he has a serious meeting with Matt and Trey. He's like, listen, nothing serious against you guys, but, you know, I changed my lifestyle.
You're making up a story in a spot film.
I probably would have said, all right, we understand. But the way that he went about it, the way that he was like actually talking trash about them and stuff in public, rubbed them the wrong way, and it made them do it the way that they did it on the show, you see? So, I don't know, man. Like, to me, did they continue with the Chef character later or something?
Well, if you don't know the story, don't pretend you know what you're talking about.
Oh, so, okay. So Derek says, basically, they did make an entire episode about Scientology, making fun of it, and he couldn't take it anymore or whatever, right? Huh. I don't know. Now there's conflicting information. But basically, he got written off the show. Anyway. All right, let's continue. I don't know.
Darsaw says in chat, Isaac left after the Scientology episode. I didn't actually know. I thought it was after. Sorry, my bad. I could have sworn it was like a future episode. But anyway, Isaac left after the Scientology episode, and they killed him off in an episode where they called out Scientology. It's also claimed that Scientologists started talking for him. That's a big claim about Scientology, isn't it? Where they kind of get talking for. And yeah, it's just Jesus, mate. Fuck, man, it's just the way it goes. Oh, Dash is yelling Discord, I guess. Another. In 2000, so hold on. Dash says in a 2016 oral history of South Park, in the Hollywood Reporter, Hayes' son Isaac Hayes III said the decision to leave the show was made by his father's entourage, all of whom were ardent Scientologists.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
And that it was made after Hayes suffered a stroke, leaving him vulnerable to outside influence and unable to make such decisions on his own. So there we go. It's that's what you know, Isaac Hayes' son says anyway. So no. Thank you very much to Black Major Super Chat, who says, I want someone to punch those glasses off his face. It really is. It's not a good look for Phil, at least on a stream. It looks obnoxious as all hell. It looks like you can barely see a goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Because they're really dark sunglasses, you know. Maybe easier to ignore stream chat that way and all the trolls and all the haters. I don't know. But Jesus, man, it's one of those things. Phil trying to, I love Phil invents these random stories and inserts them into his fucking, like, you know, he tries to detail and describe what fucking happened to somebody, and then he invents a completely brand new story of what could have happened. Oh, this person said this and that, and then they had a meeting, and then this happened, and then that happened, and it's like, Phil, you have no idea if any of that happened, Phil. You're just making it up on the spot, like it's some sort of creative essay.
He has no clue.
I'm not a super fan of South Park or anything. Okay. I received a $1 tip from Phil Spencer, who asked, did I ever consider playing the Max Payne series? I have played the Max Payne series. I've done a full playthrough of Max Payne 3 when it was a new release. I also, what a rigmarole that was, because that game was an unpolished mess at launch. And then I played a full playthrough of Max Payne 1 when the HD edition came out for current consoles later. That was a few years ago. So I've done both. The one I haven't played is Max Payne 2, but I've already played 3 and 1, okay? Thinking of Beware of Bob, who did a super chat, would you ever consider playing Hunt Showdown? I have no idea what that is. So I guess the answer is no, unless someone explains to me what it was. I have no idea what that game is. Never heard of it. Okay. And then Cole just did a super chat and says, yes, Daddy DSP, that's incredibly disturbing. Don't ever call me Daddy DSP, I'm very offended by that. But thank you very much for the super chat. Okay. What's going on, CJ? I'm doing all right, thanks for asking. All right, so we have a little bit of extra time left. If you guys would like to ask me some questions, we got about 15, 20 minutes. Shoot me a question in the chat, tag me for sure, and we'll go from there. Am I playing Season 1 of Diablo? Not likely. I just did a 20 to 25 hour playthrough of Diablo, and I have no desire to really go back to it right now, so probably not. Expand Donk says, I would have wanted to see Pikmin 4, but it seems like you've decided against it, even though you didn't really talk about it or ask about it. There's no other games for the rest of July or August. Here's the thing. We just came off of a Nintendo-specific first-party playthrough. I dealt with the fan element of Nintendo for 2 months playing Zelda. All right? I know how they are. And that no matter how I play a game, they're going to be upset. Listen, I really like Pikmin 3. I do. I think Pikmin 3 is a great game. When I played it years ago, I was blown away at how interesting and unique it felt. Although admittedly it didn't perform well as a playthrough. That was before the days of live era, like streaming like this. It was just me doing playthroughs for YouTube, and I had a live stream element, but it was just fan service. The viewership and everything, it didn't do that great. I remember particularly, people were like, oh, it's not really that kind of a game that meshes well with your style. But it was something different and unique, and I made a lot of jokes and memes like, oh, first you get the fruit, then you squeeze the fruit, then you get the juice, you drink the juice, little silly jokes like that. And people liked that. It was different from my very over-the-top, swearing, sexualized commentary that I'd been doing all along. It was actually a game where things were very different in that regard. I wasn't doing that kind of shit at the time, okay? And so, I was strongly considering doing Pikmin 4. But basically, there's 2 reasons why I'm not doing it. Reason number 1, because I literally just played a long-form first-party Nintendo game. That's why people were upset about the way I played. And, when you rub people the wrong way, you probably don't want to play another Nintendo game right away to piss them off.
So much for fucking playing games, regardless of what the haters have to say about it, and not caring about what they have to say. No, he is literally avoiding the game because he got upset about people mocking him for playing how he played Zelda.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to get mocked again by playing Pikmin 4 poorly.
Jesus Christ, Phil. That's incredible power. That is incredible power TikTok has over Phil Burnell.
I'm just saying. Number 2, I know the kind of game this is. It's long. It's puzzle-based. It's challenging. There could be tedious parts, frustrating parts. It's not...
But Phil, if you're not smart enough to play the fucking game, just admit it. There's no shame in you being a dum-dum.
the kind of game that I feel is going to really entertain my live audience. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, they're the dum-dums.
Well,
You're saying the
they're the
audience are the
dumb idiots.
dum-dums. It's not Phil, it's a fucking dum-dum. It's the audience which are the dum-dums. That's what it is. He's looking out for their best interests.
I remember specifically the kind of game it is. And I liked it. But like, this would be a game if I already had a lot of other stuff going on and we're looking for a balanced game. In this case, I feel like it's not. Like, I feel like if I started playing Pikmin, so people would complain, oh my god, he's playing another lengthy, boring game. What is going on? This isn't variety enough for us? You know what I mean? I'm already playing Final Fantasy. We just finished other long-form RPGs. I know the game will be good. Like, I tell you right now, it's going to be a good game. I tell you right now, I guarantee you that Pikmin 4 is a good game. But I just don't see it working right now. Just being honest, you know. And that's my opinion. You could disagree. I just don't think people are really going to jump on that playthrough. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I think more people would complain than anything, right? I did not play Ocarina of Time Master Quest. I don't even know what that is. Okay. I see, Derek. I see what you're saying. Okay. CJ, I've always said that I don't think that Nintendo should be doing these gimmicks. They shouldn't be doing hybrid handhelds and stuff like that. I don't know why they do. Dan the Man says he tipped. I don't see it in my my emails. I could try to manually check.
Oh, is it the $100 tip? This might be the $100 tip. I think it is.
Oh, it is.
Hold on. I apologize if you did tip and I didn't shout it out because sometimes the emails don't come through. The email didn't come through. You're absolutely right. Why didn't it? The other ones came through and not that one. But this one is, like, super duper important.
It's important. Wow, because it's such a big tip, it's an important tip. So $2 tip, $2 contributions, not important. Those can be basically ignored or sped read or whatever. Nah, but $100 tip, but it's important. It's the most meaningful tip that's ever fucking been in a long time.
How stupid. All right, well, yeah, I hope that, actually, you know what, before we even get to this one, Dan the Man, all right, let me check, because I just want to be sure I didn't miss any other ones. There's that one, there's that. No, it looks like yours was the only one I didn't get an email for. Figure that one out. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it appears... Yes.
Here we go.
Yes, Dan the Man has tipped me, get this, $100! Oh, it doesn't work anymore. I don't know why I even bother. I should throw those out. In fact, you know what?
And away it goes.
They don't work. I don't know why I still have them, and I tried to use them. They don't work. It's stupid. What's funny is someone actually did get me the sound effect. Oh, now the email came through. Someone actually found similar or the same sound effects and sent them to me. So what I need to do essentially is kind of create my own soundboard, I guess. And then I can play those sound effects on screens for myself rather than relying on a stupid device that doesn't work.
Dickhead.
I mean, I've got a Stream Deck which got a bunch of sound effects, you know what I mean? What we got?
Fucking inflatable fucking
Things like
clown.
that, and...
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
Shut up,
Things like
bitch.
that,
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
Exactly, I just right within, right next to my, right next to my setup. Now I've got a wee Stream Deck I can use. I've got a whole bunch of soundboard things on there. You can fill it with whatever I want,
Nope.
There we go. Exactly, very easy to use. Although Phil would have to upgrade his Windows, wouldn't he? he would need to stop using Windows 8, wouldn't he, to use the Stream Deck?
Windows 10.
Yeah, Phil's afraid of Windows 10.
Can't upgrade.
That's a shame. So he's going to be stuck forever in the past. That Stream Deck he's got will still be fucking sealed up in his box.
Gotta work on that, which I haven't had time for. So, Dan the Man, thank you so much. An insanely positive, generous, whopping $100 tip from Dan the Man. Thank you, Dan, so very, very much. So now let's do all the festivities. Let's go ahead and let's play the $100 tip. Now, here's the thing. I got a question for Dan the Man because he's here. As you can see, I'm wearing different kinds of attire today, correct? I think it's nice attire. People like it. Since Dan is the person who did a giant contribution to make this happen.
Hold on, Phil. What's it? No. You don't reward your biggest contributor to fucking determining what you fucking do. No, it's a team effort. I thought it was a team effort. And you just do it. Is he actually going to fucking single out Dan and ask him for, like, what should I wear?
Yeah. What should I wear? Tell me how to dress.
He ran a poll for the hat and the vest. So, okay, what's he going to ask? Let's see what he asks.
We're going to do a hat no matter what. But would you prefer if I just stay like this so people can see the new attire, or would you like me to wear a vest? I'm going to let Dan determine this, since he was the one who pushed us way over, all right?
I assume they asked for a vest then, because there was a vest poll. I can confirm there was a vest poll.
Let him choose. If he says no vest, we won't do a vest. If he says vest, we'll do a poll for a vest. But of course, that's going to cover up the new shirt that I'm wearing today, all right? So let's let Dan decide. I'll leave it in his ballpark, because he was the one who's very generous here.
Phil, you shouldn't have had it as a fucking tier goal then. You rock up to stream wearing a shirt, and then you fucking go, wait a second, if I hit a tier 3 goal, that's going to ruin the shirt. Well, you decided that. You made that conscious choice, Phil.
But we are going to do a hat, all right? So, thank you, Dan, for a whopping $100 tip. It was very generous of you. And with that, it means that we are all the way up to $168 in tips today on this first stream. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much, Dan. I really appreciate that. Dan wants a vest. He says, let's do a vest. All right. That's what Dan wants. So first of all, let's do a hat. What would be a nice summertime hat that we could do today? Let's do this. Which hat is summertime best? The straw hat? All right, straw hat. I'm trying to think what would go with this, right? What are summertime hats that we have?
Inflatable fucking crown.
The Los Santos cap. People are saying, okay. What else? Let me look. I forget. We haven't done these in so long. I can't even remember what hats I seriously have. It's so ridiculous. Let me look here.
Which hat's going to cover up that fucking ridiculous haircut? I missed the crown. I missed the fucking inflatable fucking crown so much.
Okay, great. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Turbo, yes.
Got it.
That's
I know
not a
what to put
rarity.
to the poll. Here we go.
Turbo Goose is a rarity. There you go. So he has a straw hat, the cap, the beret, and the fake hair hat.
There we go. Please vote on a hat. Once that poll's done, then we'll vote on a vest. All right? So thank you guys. Please vote. And please vote fast, because this stream will end within 10 minutes. And then we're going to go over to the React channel, in which case you'll probably vote over there too for the vest. Okay? Thank you, Dan the Man. Really. Thank you. That's very generous of you. Thank you all for making the stream well supported before we even swapped over to the DSP Reacts portion. I appreciate that very much. All right. Eddie says, what's for dinner tonight? I think we're just having hot dogs and beans tonight. Something basic. My wife has cooked for 2 straight days a little more elaborate meals. Today we're doing an easy meal. So, Argom, sad to hear your
I see Phil forgot to update the top tip on the leaderboard. Look at that. Thank you, Dan the Man, for all your fucking money, but your name's not going on the leaderboard because I like Pug better. Even though he tipped far less than you.
It's the same guy. It's the same guy.
Yeah, he's the same guy.
Membership ends tomorrow. Maybe you'll be able to renew it. Maybe someone else will gift you one. We'll see. Jex Gaming says, the deal that Sony signed keeps Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 more years. There you go. Another decade. David H says, what's your favorite Yakuza Judgment game and who's your favorite character? Excuse me. Of the classic Yakuza games, Yakuza 4, because you get to play as 4 different characters and alternate between their interesting storylines. In the modern Yakuza games, Yakuza 7. I like the reboot. I like the idea that it's a turn-based RPG. Favorite character? Shit. Man, that's a tough question. I like a lot of the characters. I like Akibara, the Lone Shark. Obviously, I like Kazuma Kiryu. I like Saejima. I like Goro. You know, dude, I like a lot of these characters. They're all unique and interesting. It's too hard to put my finger on one character I like more than anybody. So, no, I've never ridden a donkey. Yes, Derek, this is one of my new shirts. For those wondering, because now, I guess as we're about to put a vest on and cover the shirt up. When I had my day off earlier this week, we had talked about this 2 weeks ago. It was actually exactly 2 weeks ago. It was my digital summer party. I wore a nice, party-style summer shirt, and it was a button-down, which I never wear on stream, and people loved it. They were like, wow, you look so different. It's cool. It's reinvigorating to just see you in a different piece of apparel rather than the t-shirt you've been wearing for 15 years. And I told you guys, I would go on my day off when I had a chance and look for some more shirts. So I had the opportunity this last week. I went to one of these discount store resellers that basically repurposes either merch that hasn't been sold or returned, and I got like a bunch of shirts like this. This is the second one that I got. This one has can you see what's on it? I wonder if you guys can see what's on it.
Like a Ross dress for less.
Sharks. Little sharks.
Nah, I was calling them
swimming
whales.
around.
Let's
It's a
just
nice
call
shirt.
them whales.
It's very comfortable, very airy, aerated. It's a good shirt. I'm enjoying it. And I have several more to show you guys. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to have every day that I play Street Fighter, I'm going to try to wear one of these. Because whenever I play Street Fighter, no exaggeration, I get the sweats. Like, my adrenaline starts pumping, my blood pressure goes up when I play Street Fighter, and all of a sudden I get sweaty. So if I wear these shirts, this is much better for that. It's more aerated, more relaxing, you know? I like it. So I think I'm going to continue to wear these nice shirts whenever I play Street Fighter, so.
Jesus, man, just imagine if he started wearing these shirts when he was a fucking pro player. He could have actually won the whole of Evil. If only had, only had an edited shirt.
He might have hit the podium.
No, it was not a Gucci shirt, and it was not $500. Absolutely not, to both.
It was
What
like
I say the most overrated Mario
$17
game?
their
Sunshine.
cost.
Super Mario Sunshine, dude. That game was the only Mario game I've ever played that felt unpolished. It felt like it had wonkiness to the camera, wonkiness to the controls, wonkiness to the physics. I couldn't believe it was a first-party Nintendo game. I literally thought it was like a knockoff when I played it. I was like, I can't believe this was actually like a mainstream Mario game everyone seems to love. I didn't really like it that much. Put Dan on the leaderboard. Thank you. Yes, Dan the man is the top tipper. I didn't put him up there. Thank you very much. With a very generous $100 tip. Thank you so much, Dan, for your support today. You guys have voted in droves for the straw hat. I think I'll just give you what you want, and then we'll have the poll for the vest, okay? So what vests would be summertime vests? We don't want heavy vests in the summer, right? We want something that's more lighter. So which vest is summertime best? Let me think about this. No, not the fucking platinum vest, Clyde. Yeah, what a dunce thing to say. Yeah, heavy platinum vest in the summer. Yeah, you're a genius.
Fuck you, Clyde. Jesus, man. How toxic.
Okay, Pokemon, that's a good suggestion. The Pokemon vest. The denim, yeah, the denim vest. That's a good one. Okay, the McFly vest because it looks like a floater device. There you go. Or the gold vest. There you go. Pokemon, denim, McFly, or gold. And I'll get the straw hat in the meantime. I'll look like an idiot.
Did he call a life preserver a floater device?
Yeah, he messed up the coat. Some fan he is.
Now at the Copacabana.
I'm gonna mute that crap.
Oh, thank God.
For vacation. I'm on holiday now, right? Like, I'm totally on holiday here on DSP Gaming. This is not normal streaming. This is party time atmosphere. Okay. It's not straight. See the brim, how the brim dips?
He looks like some creepy dude who's taking inappropriate pictures on the beach.
Yeah? That's still crooked. It's too far to this side. It needs to go further this way.
Don't blame
your head's
yourself.
crooked, you idiot.
Don't blame yourself, Phil. Your head's oddly shaped and the hairline's buttered up. It's not your fault. There's nothing you can do. It's your mother's fault. Let's be real.
Bugged gene mechanics.
Like that? Now it's still crooked. Like that. Like this right here. That right there's perfect. Okay, hold on. There we go. There you go. All right, that's better. The brim. One day I should wear a three-piece suit. I don't own a three-piece suit. I have a, you know...
You don't own a fucking... Do you own a two-piece suit at least? Holy
Well,
crap.
he got married in it, right?
Wasn't that borrowed though from his like dad or something? Or no, that was Cat borrowed his mum's wedding dress, wasn't it?
Something like that. Or they went and got one from like a Goodwill.
Jesus, man, that was... I mean... That was one of the most depressing sounding weddings I've ever heard.
Yeah, he doesn't have any professional, actual, like, formal attire because he never needs it. He doesn't go out of the house.
That's a good
But
point,
every grown-ass man should have a three-piece suit.
I've got a suit,
if not a full-on tuxedo. Go get yourself a tuxedo. Pro tip. You never know.
There's a famous cast saying, random as it is, you only ever really need like 3 different suits, like a kind of light one, a dark one, and one with a little bit of colour to it, and you can alternate between what you wear with all 3 suits. So technically you've got a variety. It's not just 3 suits you've got you know, like multiple variations of those. You know, you can just combine some things, you know. So like I don't know. But yeah, it's normal to have suits, so especially when you're a fucking adult and you fucking do things with family things, like, you know, you might go to a wedding or a fucking funeral and all that shit. What's Phil going to wear when his family, you know, his mum and dad do, if he's to be believed, they're not well and they're not doing great. So when he has to go to a funeral, what's he going to wear?
He's going to wear one of those DX Suck It shirts.
Jesus, man. There's a t-shirt saying it's about damn time. Fuck, man. But nah, it's just ridiculous. I'm actually getting a new suit soon as well. Like I outgrew. So I had a suit when I was like fucking like 17 or whatever. I outgrew that one. You know what I mean? A wee bit, you know, because obviously I was still growing or whatever. So I was still pretty much a kid. And I've got another suit since then, which is a nice wee 2-piece. And I'm getting a new one as well. I'm gonna be like one of the best men for my pal's wedding, and he's gonna actually get suits for us all for it.
Nice.
So
that's a good one.
I'm gonna get a new suit soon as well. We're all tailored, tailored and suited and booted. I'll be looking fucking amazing. And for one day especially, no, but the rest of the day I'll be a fucking slob. The rest of the year or whatever I'll be a slob, but yeah. But it's always good to have suits, so it's always good to have options.
I've got 3 myself.
Nice one, exactly.
I've got black, gray, and a navy blue.
Yeah, and
I'll probably add a tuxedo pretty soon.
Apparently 5 suits is a good thing to have, and that's the way
you
can really vary up.
It'll cover every occasion pretty much.
You need different fabrics for different seasons apparently, so that's a good shout for sure.
Yeah, you need something light and airy for like summer stuff, some seersucker, something like that.
It's so sad that Phil doesn't have a suit. Well, as you said, though, why would he need one apart from obviously upcoming special events? In terms of having to do something like a funeral or something. Not a wedding anyway. So whose fucking wedding is he gonna go to?
I have like the suit jacket and the suit pants. I have a tie, but I don't have like a full suit with like a I don't have like a tux or anything like that.
Oh, so he has a suit jacket and he has suit pants. So basically, he has smart trousers and he has a sports jacket, and he has ties. So he almost has a suit, kind of. There you go. I know, I just think it's weird. I mean, it's just kind of weird to not have a suit. Like, so if you need a suit, do you just fucking rent one? Attack Weapons is saying I don't have a suit either, so if you needed one, if you're invited to a wedding or something like, or someone passed away, would you just rent one then, do you think, or would you buy one? I don't know, it's weird. To me, it's just weird not to at least have at least one. But that's just my taking it all, I don't know.
Okay. Alan Grant from Jurassic Park, there you go. Dun, 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 dun. They have a T-Rex. There you go. Let's see here. Someone to me, $1.96 says, are you more willing to react? No, are you more likely to react to a video you find boring if it's a Patreon private video? I notice whether it's ultra or standard member videos, you skip them if they're boring. If you are a patron of mine, which is patreon.com/darksidephil. That's my Patreon. I almost never mention it because it's basically a way you can support. If you don't like my streams and content here, that's live. A lot of people who only like the on-demand content will go to my Patreon and pledge there as a passive. It's like a behind-the-scenes way to pledge it and support, okay? By the way, thank you to those who do support in that way. That's very nice of you. Now, in regards to my Patreon, there is a tiered goal at $50. If you pledge $50 to my Patreon, I owe you a video of any kind. It could be me literally sitting here for 20 minutes answering questions. Because you have a bunch of questions you want me to answer. Now, it can't be intrusive to my private life, but if you want to answer, it's like an interview, basically. It's like having a private interview with me, okay? That's what I used to do for many, many years. People really enjoyed doing that. But then what ended up happening was I changed over to being an interactive streamer. When I became an interactive streamer, well, guess what? I'm answering questions all day long. Certainly, the answers aren't as in-depth as I would do in say, that Patreon video. But the appeal of doing a private video kind of died out. People didn't really care about it anymore.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a fucking private interview if I haven't felt, because you've got to fucking submit a question ahead of time. Yeah, you basically get to answer. Well, you can ask. I guess you can ask multiple questions, but you can't respond to what Phil says. He sees everything you want to ask him ahead of time. He prepared his answers for the video, and you cannot rebuttal him in any way. I wouldn't necessarily call that an interview in that regard, would you? It's not really that.
No. Oh, it's not an interview. It's about as much of an interview that I gave OIC.
Yeah, it's like some sort of fucking pre-prepared statement from Phil Burnell based on the questions you submitted him. Not an interview.
So, last year, when I started doing React content for the first time, Slayer had the idea. He's like, I would like you to do a video, a private React video, of stuff that I'm interested in. I'm really interested in K-pop. If I pledge the $50 to your Patreon, would you consider doing a video where you'll react to K-pop stuff? I said, why wouldn't I? Sure. It's exactly the same premise as doing the video that was Q&A. Instead, it's just me reacting to content. I would do that. And in about a 6 to 8 month period, I had tons of people who were doing it. I reacted to music videos. I reacted to videos about science, okay? I reacted to videos about religion, philosophy, world news, documentaries about different cultures. I reacted to a ton of stuff. So for about like 6, 8 months, it was actually very popular. And then for whatever reason this year, probably around January, February, it died out completely. And really, I only do maybe 2 of them a month now, maybe 3 some months. But it went from like doing 8 to 10 a month to like 2 or 3. So anyway, if you go to my Patreon and you pledge $50, all right, and you say, I want you to react to this video, all right, I will consider it. I'm not guaranteed to do it. It's my discretion to review what the content is. Excuse me. It's my
way to cover your mouth, you clatty bastard.
discretion to review the content, see it's something that I want to react to, and let you know if I accept it. And if I accept it, I'll let you know, and then I'll do it when when the time comes. Usually I do it within a couple of weeks of me receiving the pledge. It depends on the timing of everything going on in my personal life, my business life, everything, but I'll get it done. And that's that. Now, if you suggest a video and it ends up being a video that I find offensive, a video that I find is not...
Hang on. Steve O'Dead request. I kind of deny Steve O'Dead a request. He wants me to cover Phil Sneeze at 0.25 speed. So, Like, he knows it's coming. He's like, oh shit, there's something on coming, not good. First Evil Dead, for being such a robust, mentally ill detractor. Here is Phil sneezing at 0.25 speed. Oh, you can go full screen for you. I'll go full screen for you. But as full screen as raw, Phil will let me. So there you go.
It is. Excuse me.
And there you go. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, back to the bingo and back to 1.5 fucking speed.
It's my discretion to review the content, see it's something that I want to react to, and let you know if I accept it. And if I accept it, I'll let you know. And then I'll do it when the time comes. Usually I do it within a couple of weeks of me receiving the pledge. It depends on the timing of everything going on in my personal life, my business life, everything, but I'll get it done. And that's that. Now, if you suggest a video and it ends up being a video that I find offensive, a video that I find is not anything that I want to give my public opinion on at this point, because I feel like it would do more harm than good. If it's, for example, let's say, it's a really harmful, nasty video about me or my business or stuff like that.
Oh, you boring bastard. Wait, if I can try and debunk those claims, let's just watch some otters. Oh my god, they're in the fucking pool thing.
That's so cool. Look at it.
What the hell are they doing? I'm gonna... Hold on. There's two of them in there. I kind of in the kind of crevice in between the tub and the edge of it. It's like they're just... This one looks like he's trying to fucking murder everyone. He's going to like mummify him and just fucking toss him or something. What is he doing with his fucking ribbon? That's so cute.
I sent you a little something over there on the Discord.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Just in case, if you want to remind people who
hang on, was this
Phil's fan base is.
That was only one otter. I thought it was two otters in here. Like, that was me thinking there was two otters in here, but it's just the one. Oh my god, if you can get a wee fucking slide which goes direct into a fucking wall. No wait, they go up the slide and then fucking jump in the fucking tank.
Into the nice cold water.
Yeah. Jesus. I think this is ice water, to be fair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ice water, yeah.
This is probably iced over.
There we go. So whoever demanded otters, they're desperate for otters, and I felt bad. A lot of people didn't want to see Phil sneeze at 0.25. Steve, I don't know. I do it for Steve, but everyone's like, I need otters now. I don't want to fucking piss her off. So let's see what he's saying to me. Oh my god. Agent Proper wants you to meet Dan the Man. You guys ready for meeting Dan the Man?
Hello my peeps, and welcome to a Pokemon channel update video. So before I get started, please show some love to that like button right below this video. Now remember, this video is strictly for educational purposes only, okay? So I built a team on Pokemon Showdown, which I'll link to down in the description box below. I built a team based around one of my favorite Pokemon from Pokemon Emerald, Swampert. And I built a pretty decent core around those.
Is this really Dan the Man?
Yeah, as far as I know and understand, that this is Dan the Man.
What the
He's
hell?
been a pretty steady pay piggy who drops big chunks of money.
So this is the person that gave Phil $100 today.
Yep.
Why is his front row of teeth, the bottom front row of teeth, trying to escape his mouth?
He has some kind of a disability. Weird.
I'm not aware of what I'm looking at here, but it just looks like his teeth are trying to escape. Without trying to sound mean about it, it does look like they're trying to fucking make a break for it. It's an underbite apparently. Okay, it's an underbite. But there you go. So this is Dan the Man, as far as we know. Agent Proper wanted everyone to know this is Dan the Man.
Around that mon, but I just got freaking wrecked. I just got wrecked by a random person by the name of, let's say, Ian, and he got a Metagross, a Raikou, an Entei.
Well, that's fascinating shit. I think we should get Fantastic Mr. Sam to check out his fucking teeth. Maybe he can do something about it, who knows. Because Dan the Man, Fantastic Mr. Sam is, of course, a dentist by trade. Jesus Christ, man. So that's that's Dan the Man. That was horrifying. Thank you, Agent Proper.
You're welcome. Glad. I
don't have to react.
Had to see that.
I'll have that in my fucking memories for the next fucking several weeks. Thank you. I had plenty of alcohol to get rid of that one.
It's my prerogative. Now, if I decide not to react to it, I'll refund the money, obviously, right? But that's up to me. And, you know, I feel like it really hasn't happened. Like, anyone who's asked for these private videos, basically, you know, they haven't done anything like that. Now, you're saying specifically, there was a video or videos that were submitted to me on DSP versus the internet. I actively chose to skip it, and then I moved on. Well, as you can tell, probably I wasn't interested in it. But the question is, why did I skip it and move on? Did I say, like in the video, did I say, oh, well, you know, this is something that I'm not interested in at all. It's kind of stupid. Let's move on. Versus, was it, oh, well, this is like a 25-minute documentary, right? But this is a clip show. I don't have time to watch 25 minutes. So sadly, we're just going to move on because it's not possible to really fully react to in the show, right? Like, that's happened a few times. People are submitting these ginormously long videos. I'm like, how do you expect me to react to that on a clip show? This is not a long-form Phil reacts. This is Phil reacts to small clips, you know, and moves on to the next, to the next, to the next to give everyone a chance to be watched. So, yeah, I guess the question is, it really depends on the video, you know, and the length of the video, the content of the video. So I can't guarantee if you're interested in something like that, you might want to shoot me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Let me know what you're thinking, what's your thought process on this, okay? And if it ends up being something I'm interested in, I'll let you know. If you just send me a patron pledge without asking first, I have the ability to eventually review, turn it down, and refund the money. And I will promise you, I will never just pocket your money or anything like that. If, you know, you send me something, I'm not interested in it, you know, I'll let you know. I'm going to give your money back. I'm not a jury, okay? So, there you have it, all right? Let's see. If I'm interested, I'll let you know, okay? Fair enough? Spawn Killer re-upped his membership for 26 months at the super supporter level. Thank you so much, Spawn Killer. Because I'm watching the Indiana Jones movies. What is your favorite to least? Favorite is probably,
Before Phil even answers, what's yours?
I mean, come on, the original's the best.
The first one.
Oh yeah,
I,
it's the best.
I might be a bit. It may not be popular to hear, but I like the third one the best. Maybe because it's Sean Connery, you know what I mean? It's pretty fucking cool. And
That's fair. That's
and,
fair.
And
Gotta
to
go
me,
for the
I felt it was a perfect way to end it as well. To me, I would go 3, 1, 2. And then do we even count 4? Do we dare to even count 4 or 5?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. There we go. So my list is like 3, 1, 2, and I assume yours would be going to be 1, 3, 2. Or do you like 2? But I mean, I don't know why, but I don't really like 2.
I'd go 1, 3, 2. Two's fine.
Yeah, 2 is weird for me. Like, I thought 2 was a bit fucking trippy in some places. You know, it's a very weird. I don't know, but some people love 2, but I'm not a big fan of it. So let's see what Phil's will be. Let's see if Phil agrees with me or you.
Last Crusade.
Hey, Phil prefers the Last Crusade. That's the third one. So there we go. Oh wait, why am I fucking celebrating Phil agreeing with me? It's a weird thing.
Yeah, why are you excited over
Damn
that?
it! Damn it! I lost.
Then it's probably the original, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then it's probably Temple of Doom. And
Basically, it's the same as me. Damn, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
then it's probably Crystal Skull. I have not seen the latest one, and I'm probably not going to see the latest one. All right, Crystal Skull. But it's funny because like, you know, Crusade is like way up there amazing, right? Original is way up there amazing. Temple of Doom is still really good, just not as good as the other two. And then Crystal Skull is like way the fuck under here, buried under 6 feet under of like a pile of big like camel shit, like under a tower of camel shit. That's how low that one is compared to the other three.
Camel shit. Scat talk. Scat talk. Yeah.
That's scat talk.
I feel like yeah, he's literally talking about, you know, yeah, that's definitely scat talk. We are 3 away from a full house.
It sucked. It really did. It sucked ass. I'll see you tonight, Jade. Hopefully we get to play Street Fighter. I agree with you. It would be cool if we did. Goldfish says the new Indiana Jones. Let's try that again. The new Indiana Jones is not so bad. It's better than Crystal Skull for sure. New Indiana Jones is maybe right below the second movie. Really? Huh. Maybe I will give it a shot then. Derek says, are you going to switch to the Gunner glasses? I really love your awesome Gunner glasses too. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's really not.
It's not a fucking big deal. People fucking paid you $50 to fucking get those kind of glasses on. It's a tier goal, Phil. You're ignoring the tier goal.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. The Gunner glasses are really supposed to be for like a lot of gameplay. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll wear these the whole stream today because I'm in a summer vibe. Maybe we'll just wear sunglasses all day, right? I don't know. Maybe I'll I don't know. Kind of goes with the vibe, no? Although you guys are voting for the Pokemon vest, so I have no idea how the Pokemon vest. I don't even know how it's gonna look on this shirt. It'll probably look like shit, to be honest. Should I get it? Should I get the Pokemon vest? Well, you know what we gotta do, guys? We gotta end this stream. We do. We have to. The stream went long. I didn't even realize it. We gotta get the show started. All right. So let's end the podcast. Let's get the other stream set up. What's gonna happen is when this podcast goes offline, you'll see a pop up on the screen that'll say, "Hey, head over to DSP Reacts for our weekly show," and head over there. And within a minute or two, I'll get that stream going, and then we'll get set up over there. All right. So thank you all. Great podcast today. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for your input. Really appreciate you hanging out with me here on the show, and I'll see you tomorrow to let you know how everything went. Peace out, everyone. See you then.
Jesus, man.
Okay. So let's get set up for the React show, shall we?
Apparently,
so
it takes forever to start.
We gotta get the I hit my funny bone on my elbow.
It always takes
we gotta,
forever to start.
Get the camera the right size. freaking elbow. God damn it.
Phil hit his funny bone in his elbow.
All right, so that's gotta go up a little bit. There we go. All right, that fits. I think that fits. We've got to get the DSP Reacts logo out here. I gotta find. Here it is. Okay. And I gotta change my pop-ups because it's gotta be the DSP Reacts logo or pop-ups. Here it is, React pop-ups. There we go. Okay, so guys, allow me to say thanks for a great stream. Let's shut it down for now. I'll literally be right back on the other channel. As I said, you will see a pop-up. They'll say, hey, click here, head over to the other channel. And then I'll get everything going over there in a couple minutes, and we'll start with DSP versus the internet. Sound good? Thank you all for your great amount of support this morning. I appreciate it. I'll see you over there in a sec.
Now, what we could do is just go to Phil's actual DSP Reacts, stream, which is live now, and just use that. Because I'll be available still, of course.
I don't know why he doesn't forward him on his own.
He is, his stream was live for a long time. Like 47 minutes back from, now. And look how much of this is just his ads running. And then he turns up finally. Like there. Mind you, I'm not why I talk, I was very late today myself. But this is not like Phil starting a day, this is like him going between DSP Gaming to DSP Reacts. So let's see if is he live here? Oh yeah, he's actually got his audio here, hold on.
And put like a done. See where we... Let's open this.
I'm just rewinding it to just get to the point where Phil's starting talking.
Give me a minute.
Here we go, right at this point in time, okay, so let me just make sure we're still at 1.2, we're at 1.5 speed still, okay, so Phil's going to start talking at this point in time. So the bingo continues and it'll stop when Phil starts recording for his YouTube content.
Hey everyone, so I'm just sitting down. Give me a minute because I got to do everything. I got to put on my big ensemble because we had a lot of support with tips earlier, so I got to get everything on. Then I got to get my chat up and running for this channel, which is now actually, I'll do the chat first. That way I can see you guys chatting, see what you're talking about. Excuse me. Let's see here. Here is.
This might take a while. Actually, mate, I'm going 2 times. I'm going 2 times speed.
Ah, see, it was screwed up. I knew it. Good, it was screwed up. I was like, that doesn't look like that's recent. And I clicked on it, and it was not. It was like, well, outdated leaderboard. Okay, here we are. Here's the stream. Here you guys are. Let's open this up. Let's get your chat open. See what you're all chatting about. Right? Right? As you can see, we already got trolls. Dunces. Get the dunce out of here. I wish instead I could just highlight and put like a dunce hat.
Hold on. He leaned. That's a leaning ban. Let's get the dunce out. Let's get the dunce out of here. That's an absolutely leaning ban. 2 away from a full house.
On a person. Like the trolls in here just to fucking be a troll. I wish I could like highlight and call them the dunce of the day. But they don't have ways to highlight people like that on these streams, right? It's too bad.
There are ways to highlight people's stream messages in chat and, mock them for it essentially. Peace has something. Peace does something in his streams when he highlights his messages from usually Derish or whatever, or Jade, and he just kind of has it show up in like his own stream in like greater detail.
The chat needs an exorcism? I don't know if I can help with that. I have to seek a holy man or woman to do that. I don't know if I have those abilities. Okay. Now, we're gonna get started. Let me get all my stuff on, alright? You guys want all kinds of stuff today. Let's, here we go. Let's get the vest, let's get the hat, let's get the glasses going. We'll do a little bit of an intro and we'll get started, okay? Okay.
Did he put the hat back in the cupboard? He was wearing it during the podcast.
Right? So, did he leave it on, like, in the
closet?
closet?
My vest over my button-down shirt. I don't know why you chose this, but it's all good, I guess.
Oh
it's quite
my
comfortable.
God.
I had glasses going. Crooked. Still crooked.
Oh, for God's sake.
Still crooked. Gotta get it perfectly straight.
Why doesn't he take it off to then, why not just rotate it on his head?
Alright, so guys, we're going to get started momentarily. Thank you for being here for DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show where I watch the clips that you, the members, have submitted. This week we had more members than usual because we had a 20-member bomb that was dumped on the channel last week. I believe it was by ZX0, I believe. I forget because their name was like 3 letters. But that was very nice of them, and thank you to them. I don't know where they've been. I haven't seen them in a few days. Don't know if they'll be around today or not. That was very nice of them to drop that member bomb. So many people submitted videos this week who previously had not. And that's good to get variety. Hopefully the show will have more variety this week than it has in a normal week, because we have more people submitting those videos, right? That's a good thing. So thanks to everyone who did. And remember the way it works. The first videos we're going to watch are actually from ultra level members, the highest level of contributors to this channel. Excuse me, I got crap in my throat today. Excuse me. Sorry about that, really yucky. Yeah, first we're going to watch the ultra level member videos first, and then we're going to be watching the standard member videos. The ultra members were guaranteed to be watched, although today's an exception. I'm going to explain. It is definitely an extenuating circumstance. That I want it known, because some people say, well, Phil, just watch anything. Well, normally I'd be okay with almost every single literally, I'd be okay with every single
1.5
video that's submitted. But this week we actually have an exception that I want to call out and explain why. There's a video I'm not going to watch, and there's a good reason for it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, we will talk about that when we get to it. But when we get to the member videos, standard members, those standard members will have to compete. They'll have to compete in a playlist. Not first come, first serve, a random select shuffle playlist. So that way it's equal for everyone. It's absolutely equal for anyone out there to get their video watched because everyone's just random selected by YouTube, by the shuffle feature, okay? So all members on equal footing today when it comes to getting their video watched. And if you like the show, or you'd like to be someone who submits the videos that'll be watched, next week, become a member today. Right? Members are the ones who do it. Ultra members are guaranteed to be watched, or at least, you'll see what happens today. But, or the, like I said, standard members, they all compete in that playlist. All right. Now, yes, we are going to do this every Sunday moving forward. I think the show works better on Sundays if my day off continues to be Thursday. If I happen to move my day off back to Wednesday, then maybe the show would work better on a Saturday. But really, it depends on timing of everything. You see? Right now, it doesn't make sense to have this on a Saturday. If I come back from break, I do a day of Street Fighter. When are the other games going to be played? It shouldn't make sense. You shouldn't have to wait 3 to 4 days to see other games other than reacting in Street Fighter. So, okay. So, are we ready to go? Shall we begin? Does anyone have any questions before we start? Oh, I have a couple shout outs to do. We have Scores Man, who is a 2-month member, and says, shout out to Dan the Man, you're the real MVP. Let's hear it. Very nice. Derek did one. He said, shout out to Kevin and to the Pokemon Vest. Arkham did one and said, RIP. I don't know why I said RIP, maybe because his membership's going to expire. Nathan Smith just re-upped his Ultra membership for 4 months and said, can't wait for another great day of reacts. Hope you, Cat, and Jasper have a great day. Thank you, Nathan. And shout out to Guitar Player, who re-upped his membership for 5 months. So thank you all. Now remember, a couple things. Number one, engagement is key. If you can like this stream, it would help a lot to bring people to check out the channel. It would become more discoverable on YouTube if you like this stream. That's number one. Number two, I will not make money on these videos today. They will all get claimed by YouTube because it's third-party content. But if you'd like to support this channel, by all means, please do things such as supporting the stream.
He's sitting there with $169 in tips and he's begging hard for money.
Jeez.
A membership, a gifted membership to the channel would be huge. Super chat, super stickers, and of course, tips. That helps a lot. Okay? If you become a member, you can participate next week. So
He was on a long break. The money's gone.
Pretty much, aye. That's why I was away for so long. He spent it all immediately.
A member today, and that way you can submit the videos for next week. In fact, tonight I will post up the threads by which you can post up videos for next week on the community tab here of the channel. Okay? Fair enough? Ready to get started? I think we'll just get started. Let's do it, because we got a lot to do, right? Okay? All right, in the meantime, let's do this. Let's begin. Here we go. Hold on. This fucking frog in my throat today is really bothering me. Hold on.
Oh, he mutes the stream to cough.
Wow.
How magnanimous of you, Phil. He's a saint.
Hopefully that helped. Hopefully I cleared it out. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Hello, everyone.
He's now recording for YouTube. We're 2 away. Some people think Phil burped during that muted stream. I mean, even if he did burp, we're still by 1 shy, We needed 1 more burp for a free space anyway, plus we're so... Nah. Sadly, we do not have a full house. We're too shy, and we don't have any free spaces either. So, there we go. That'll be the end of the bingo. And, quite an interesting podcast from the grand scheme of things. Phil doubling down on him believing that detractors infiltrated and planned somehow to make Amnesia not popular or profitable for him.
Yeah, I don't know how that works still. I'm still real confused about how he's blaming trolls, but I guess he has to always be the victim, so there we go. Oh, it's feeding time.
Oh, yeah. I just want to switch over. I always switch over to the autos, if I'm in things, just to get away from Phil.
I gotta give the people what they want.
Oh, the autos are so cute when they get fed. They usually just lie in the back and let it land on their belly and then they grab it. And, yeah, I like how Juan's got his own wee private feeder on the right-hand side there. There's a smart one on the right-hand side there. You can get a wee blanket as a fucking pillow of sorts. And never fear competing for some reason to get fed. But but yeah, interesting podcast all the same though. With Phil and some of the things he said, doubling down on the nonsense. Sort of getting balls to play with as well. Oh, that's so cute. But yeah, Phil is always going to try and make himself the eternal victim here. Apparently we're all planning some sort of bizarre shenanigans. Apparently people like me are orchestrating people to fucking go to Phil's stream and make a fuss, where's the army of fucking people to make fun of Cat? Where's the army of people to fucking ask about the fucking interview with Side-Scrollers? Where's, man, just to rile Phil up some more, it's none of that. As I said, it might be happening elsewhere, I don't know, I cannot confirm, I don't have eyes everywhere. I don't know if our detractors are planning some sort of wee shenanigans to mess with Phil's streams or whatever, but as far as I'm aware, I've not heard
anything. I doubt it.
I haven't heard it.
I really doubt it.
Yeah. You haven't heard anything? I haven't heard anything,
No,
so,
no. I'm usually on the know.
Exactly, yeah. You do have some sort of interesting wee network of connections. You're well tuned in, well coded up. So, yeah, it's news to us. Yeah, so it's just Phil forever painting himself as an eternal victim for his audience to believe him being some sort of, The detractors are after me and they're trying to hurt me and my business and they're after you as well. It's us versus... It basically is fucking cementing the us versus them sort of kind of thing. Where Phil's trying to pretend he's on their side and all that shit.
It keeps the pity bucks coming in, man.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, look at fucking Dan the man. With his fucking massive overbite, giving Phil $100. $100 could have went to some better dental work, but instead he gives it to Phil Burnell. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know why I feel like being mean about that, but it's just... I cannot get those goddamn teeth out my mind.
I don't know. It's just weird because I don't know if he deserves to be made fun of because I kind of doubt that, but still, it goes to prove counterpoint to what Phil said earlier that fair, people who support and watch him probably belong on the short bus.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I make fun of everyone. I mean, we all make fun of Holt for being, some ancient, big, massive, four-headed person, and all that shit.
It's all fun and game when you do stuff on the internet.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not serious. It's as Sir Moy said, it's not that deep.
Exactly. Yeah, we're all just having a good time. We're all having a wee bit of a laugh. Yeah. It's no serious, whatever. I don't wish any ill will of Dan, man. Whatever, you know what I mean. As long as he's somebody that seems to be enjoying Phil's content, whatever. As long as if he can afford that fucking money, then Phil's not money easily parted. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes.
Oh, for sure.
But
anyway. What it is. I mean, it's part of being part of the Pig Roach cult.
Yeah, it's just
really is
kind of crazy. That Otto's got 3 different balls of sorts. That's a greedy wee bastard in there. See it on the right hand side there?
Oh yeah.
I thought he was gonna share them or some push, but nah, he's holding on to a freedom like some greedy little fucker. They're quite selfish at times. I thought they were quite nice and friendly with each other, but this one's holding on to a free those fucking wee balls. Anyway. I'm getting distracted with Otto, you know what I mean? But I'm probably going to wrap things up there, guys. Thank you very much for being here on Agent Proper as well. Thank you very much too for joining me for the bingo. I'm sorry again to everyone for the late start to the stream. And it just couldn't be helped. And also, people heard my dog going crazy as well for the first half hour or so. But he's calmed down since then, my fiance's back home and all that, so we're all good. Doug's okay, Doug's calmed down.
It was a good time. Thanks for having me on.
Cheers, yeah. I mean, as I was saying, it was an interesting podcast in the sense where some of the things that Phil was trying to kind of... There's nothing new really to gain there. A lot of what he said today was said last night as well. So he was basically just doubling down from his fucking ranting and raving from last night. But yeah, I mean, I didn't for a second think he's going to quit Amnesia. If anything, I thought Final Fantasy was the game he was going to chop.
Yeah, he might chop that at the knees, but he thinks he's close enough for being done.
Well, he's halfway, so well, that's what we see, yeah. But yeah, thank you once again for being here, and also thank you guys for enjoying it. I'm going to end things, so I always end things, by playing the Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. So before I go, Agent Proper, do you have anything you want to say to everyone? To anything you want to shill or whatever?
I'll shill out the drinking game, I guess. I brought back the DSP drinking game on Friday night, for the Street Fighter, and we do quite a bit of liver damage over there.
Yes,
so you can catch me there next time.
Yeah, those streams are quite late, but I've caught a couple of, the following morning, I've seen some snippets of it, and yes, that's a lot of alcohol that gets consumed.
I'm a trained professional, and yeah, I still hydrate with plenty of water.
There you go. So yeah, you guys also you can click on the stream as well. The stream title as well will have a link to because you can at people. So if you just click on your name, they'll take you to your channel as well. So yeah, but yeah, and so yeah, thank you very much for being here once again, and you're welcome back anytime for any more bingo antics and shenanigans. I think Alt said he might try and join me tomorrow. I'm not sure if he's still confirmed for that, but he said I think yeah, this is his original plan. So I'll chase him up and make sure that's the case. But all that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow with some more bingo antics. Until then, hope you guys have a good one, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
Later.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Alright, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Alright, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.